the things I didn't
we'll
expect.
enjoy this for 6 months until we set the clocks back and you're back to
That's,
the old time.
that's fine. I will make sure to ask them. Wait, but it's true 1 hour later or at the usual.
All
It's fine.
right.
Plus, I kind of need this plus
Oh,
because all that Mew has been stressing me out.
I don't blame you.
I mean,
It's
this
super
Pokemon should hopefully stress you out too. It's got the
Nah,
stats of Ditto.
nah. This Pokemon is fine. I did it in Emerald. Fine. I like that Pokemon.
This Pokemon almost reminds me of, hey, what if you gave Ditto moves?
Hey, Steve, were you gonna do your intro?
Well, you guys weren't. You just guys kept talking. All right. Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today we have special guest Ike the Killer with us,
Yeah, I'm special yet. Hello, everybody.
and series regular Speedrunner 0218,
Yep,
who is not special
I'm
guest
the regular.
today.
Nope.
Not today.
Ask again on Monday, I'm sure.
All right, and today we have Spinda, a Generation 3 Pokemon brought back to Generation 1. Oh boy. You know, I don't know why we picked this Pokemon.
This was a member suggested run on my
Yeah.
channel by
Was it
Roseblade Gaming. He became a member and he said he wants Spinda. I'm guessing it's his favorite.
Interesting. Well, you know, it gets a lot of decent moves for being a low stat
Yeah.
Pokemon.
A
So,
normal type
yeah.
after all.
in fact, I would
You
say
know
it
what
gets too many moves.
You know what's interesting? This thing kind of reminds, Steve mentioned this before the start of the stream. It reminds me of other normal types with lots of unnecessary coverage like Kangaskhan and Persian. And Kangaskhan had really bad special, so you never wanted to use a special move with it. And Persian, I think, had decent special. I think it was somewhere around 60 or something like
A
that.
bit better. Yeah, I think it's 65
But
or something like that. Yeah.
basically, Spinda is a slower, less attack Persian. And it's compared to Kangaskhan, it's got less attack but more special. So I'm kind of wondering how this will go.
You know, it's funny. When you see moves, when you look at the moveset, it's like, all right, well, I know exactly what I'm doing. This one literally gets everything. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, you know, not all Pokemon get both Dig and Psychic. So it's like, all right, for
What
Koga,
am I doing?
I got to pick whatever choice I get. Now it's like I got both. Which one do I go with? And it makes it even more
What was
confusing
that?
because they're equally offensive and special attack. So it's like,
Yep.
It's just funny.
Also, surprisingly, there wasn't a pre-made Spinda sprite for Gen 2 for me to steal, so
from all
I
the
made
others.
I stole the front sprite from Heart Gold and the back sprite from Ruby and Sapphire. And I think the front sprite for Gen 4, it looks really good. Although I did customize the red dots a little bit, because on Pokemon DB, the default sprites had like no red spots on it, so I added some.
Hmm.
It's your second favorite. Your favorite's Gastrodon. Well, I remember you were a member at some point a long time ago and you already requested Gastrodon. I know I did it. Classic speed stealing again. I try to give credit.
Well,
Hey,
still
if
from
Steve was
Star.
the one making them, he wouldn't do that at all.
correct.
That's no good. Steve.
Mm.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to
Wait.
go on the vertical now.
Oh.
Spinda gaming. Between being Spinda and not Mew and the text speed is probably gonna mess me up at first. It happened last week. But
You
it's
know, it's like riding a bike. Surprisingly, the tech speed really comes back to you.
fine. I hate this
It
stupid
does,
bike.
yeah.
I hate this stupid bike, and I hate how that
Yeah,
always
It's
still-
like riding a
like,
bike.
it's
I didn't
still
even put that two and two together.
Yeah, I'm still impressed you would get those good times and you almost never use the bike. So you have to make up the time elsewhere, and I think it's probably your menuing or
my
your
menu.
walking move. I think it's your menuing, yeah.
Yeah.
Your menuing is
like,
just so good, you offset the time loss from not using the bike.
They say if I use the bike, I could do sub 31. I mean, I guess
I
it's
don't think
definitely
sub
something to
31.
restrain.
I don't think sub 31 is possible. I just
Sub-
don't.
Dust
Sub
Yankee has made
31, I believe it's possible, but you need like the absolute best luck ever. That bite strat thing with Onyx they're talking about, that almost never works. With all of those things, I mean, in a task, you can definitely get a sub 31 for sure. But you really need to have like the best luck in the world. It's
I mean,
playing the
if we were
lottery, yeah.
given a month to do this race, then probably I'm sure someone would. But I think 2 weeks is the perfect time. But I remember I was talking about this with Steve. I think 2 weeks is probably too long for one of these races. I think like 10 days would probably be better.
Probably something like 10 days. Yeah.
Because
We're starting 2
Smeargle
weeks
only
ago.
had 1 week, and it felt like everybody was scrambling to
No,
get the right
It
strat.
wasn't a
Smeargle,
week. It was 4 days.
Smeargle had 1 weekend. It was 3 days.
That
Yeah.
was too slow. I wasn't able to get
Sure.
any good runs in.
Yeah, I was able to get like just more my route. It was unique and original, but it was not the fastest because I didn't have time. But it was fun.
Hey,
anyway.
Steve and I had the fastest special Smeargle, but everyone else just thought of Hyperfang.
Yeah,
Funnily enough, I
I
remember the first normal type move I was thinking of sketching was Karate Chop off the Mankey. That was something we were thinking of at one point.
I was the one going with Nightshade and Spore.
I was actually the one who got Spore off that trainer. I remember watching Scott's video. He had no idea that trainer by Cerulean Cave even existed. But I knew that person. I knew that person existed since I was young because I remembered she was one of the only trainers that seemed to have Parasect on her team.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably another person in Victory Road, but yeah.
Yeah, there's another lady with Parasect. Yeah.
I guess we should probably get started.
Yeah, whenever you guys want.
Ready, Steve?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Didn't work for some reason. I'll start now.
You know what's interesting? I have the emulator window back to a 4 times integer scale, while for the Scott race I had it at like 7 to make it bigger. When the emulator's smaller, the game looks like it's running slower, even though it isn't. It's like some weird like depth perception thing, I think.
I had no time to think of a nickname for this.
It looks like you may have made a typo at some point.
Why?
Because apparently this is a normal ground type.
What?
Not in the game's code.
No, it says normal here. I just opened the menu just to be sure.
Maybe it's an error. Maybe it's a typo in his JSON file.
Yeah, in the overlay. Yeah, in the overlay it seems ground, but I just opened the menu in the game and it says normal. So.
Well, I must have forgotten to change something. My bad.
Maybe we get some unintended stuff there in Dig. Dig is the optimal move.
Right.
I mean,
also, if you guys are wondering why this thing gets rock slide, that's its egg move.
The egg move.
It did not have a lot of good egg moves at all.
I'm gonna fight all the bug catchers. Why, dude? This thing gets vice grip.
No.
Nice.
That's supposed to be a 50 power move. I can't remember what the 50 power move. Oh, uproar.
Uproar.
Unfortunately, so many Pokemon get a 50 power move, and there just isn't a 50 power move. It's like I'm not gonna give him cut.
Oh, of course I got that. Of course, I immediately got poisoned.
Well, there's 2 antidotes, so you know.
I forgot that I even bought antidote. This is a stupid Mew talking. Oh my god! I got poisoned again.
Like, remember the tiles you're supposed to walk through.
The ones that have no encounters.
Yep. It feels like Scott's overlay. Right until the very end.
Yeah, well.
Also, I'm really proud of the color palette I went with for this thing. I used the color picker to take 2 colors off of Spinda, but I actually had the Spinda sprite on screen while editing it to make it look as close to the artwork as possible, and I think I did a good job.
Oh yeah, we can blackout.
No blackout training.
You can.
At least on purpose.
It's like
if you black out on accident, it's fine, but you can't just go to the junior trainer and think, okay, time to blackout train. You can't do that.
I'm not gonna bash my head against Brock and try.
So was that heart on its back sprite? Did you put that on purpose, or was that just there?
That one was actually there. I added the spot on its ear and to the right of that heart.
That was not.
Those are the spots I added. I think that's meant to be 2 spots merged, but that's what the back sprite had. I'm gonna do the Steve approved method of training. I'm going into the forest. You can't convince me the grass south of Pewter's better. Yes, the encounter rate's higher, but the Pokemon give worse XP.
But the static experience.
Yes, if you need just a tiny wee bit of speed, it makes sense.
The static experience.
I think that only mattered with like I think that only mattered with like Chuckle or Ditto.
So
Something
far,
really
as
bad.
far as my runs, I can only remember it ever mattering with Dratini.
But I've been 1 hour in the forest and not a single encounter. What the fuck?
I'm just gonna train to level 13, then try Brock.
Hey, I said that I was gonna do that.
Hey,
I mean, it
Pikachu.
felt like an obvious level to train to.
True.
Yeah, it looked fine. Oh my god. This is definitely not a Mew race. Honestly, it's been
No,
stressing me
This is
so
a
much.
this is a better way to do solo runs.
We're
Like,
we're back
yeah,
to
that
the
was
world.
the problem with Scott's races. Like people try to do just as many runs as possible.
We're back to the world
Like-
of actual Pokemon.
Of
The
real
ones that
Pokemon.
Yeah,
don't, the
no more
ones that don't
cheating.
just one shot everything.
The ones that
Well,
don't
there are
kill
Pokemon
everything.
that one shot everything.
Nah, I mean, with the rate this Pokemon appear, I just don't like it. The thing is, unlike the Parasect race, because I recall in the Parasect race I was submitting and doing runs even until like 1 hour before the deadline. I'm not gonna be doing that in this one. I'm gonna be taking it more easy and chill. Especially because this one is heavy RNG dependent, so
I would
I don't wanna-
probably do more attempts at. Oh, I would probably do more attempts at Mew if the Brock split wasn't so horrible.
Yeah,
Like
the
if
Brock
you
split.
started with Confusion, I probably
Oh
would
god.
grind out more runs.
If we started with Confusion, it would be a completely different run. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Geodude's bad.
Well, I saw you start with Bite. That was a mistake.
What should I have started with?
Rock
It's a
Slide because it's
mistake.
neutral.
What?
it's
No,
not.
it's not neutral.
Wait, it's not. I thought Rock
No.
doesn't
Ground-
resist Rock.
Ground
No.
ground
resist rock.
resist rock.
Yeah. ground resist rock.
Oh, that's pretty unfortunate then.
I'm gonna
Steve
try
should
that
learn-
again though.
Steve should learn the type.
You know, I get told that a lot.
Okay, that is
Okay.
not decent.
This Geodude went a lot better. I just realized another problem. There is no way for us to avoid Bide.
Yeah.
Okay, level 13's not happening. I'm going back to the forest.
Sounds unnecessary. I think you should keep going.
No.
Or just use less defense curl. I mean, the Geodude only used 2 defense curls, but the problem is
Well.
Tackle does decent damage.
No, we are made of paper mache. We cannot do this at the level 13, I think.
I'm gonna go fight the rival.
I think actually fighting the rival would definitely be an
Okay,
interesting idea.
a bit of advice. The entire rival's XP yield is lower than that of Sandshrew, or either. Honestly, it's a little bit more than Diglett, but it's less than Sandshrew. I'm telling you, the rival's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Don't believe me, it's okay.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I can one-shot both of his Pokemon, and it's consistent XP. Because
Yeah.
technically, you could get unlucky with Metapods, and it could take you a few encounters. I mean, the rival is just one of those people where you would only fight him if you've already fought everyone else and you still need more training.
Yeah.
Like if against the wild Pokemon, if I only need 1 or 2 levels, I would stick to the wild. But if I feel like I need more levels than that, I will do fight the rival. Honestly, I think it might have been a better idea to just fight the rival as I was
Yeah.
going through Viridian, because we
May-
have Rock Slide.
But I think so early is kind of bad. He's gonna kill us, I believe. if we
Ooh,
just
that's a
go
really
level
good
6.
point. Rock Slide is
I-
super effective on both of his Pokemon.
But at level 6, I think we're too low to do that.
I mean, the only thing that matters is we get rid of the Pidgey before Sand Attack.
Yeah, Sand
The
Attack.
Charmander's fine.
Sand Attack is gonna hurt.
This is the 3 old men arguing with a game that came out in '95 stream. That's what all these streams are.
That's exactly what this is.
This is the back in my day stream, you know?
Back in my day.
Back in Steve's day.
Back in my day, this Pokemon was not real.
Right.
There was
Let
another
me guess.
bear.
Steve's also gonna say like back in my day, reflect lasted forever.
It does. It does last forever. John was playing
No,
yesterday on his stream,
not
and I
anymore.
was like, "What do you mean your magnet move that makes ground moves not or like not work? What do you mean it faded? No, when you use status moves like that, they're forever."
Oh,
I
they
think it was
don't
called
last
Magnet
forever.
Rise. He used Magnet Rise, and he's like, "It faded."
Yeah,
I'm like, "It doesn't fade. Status moves don't fade. They're forever."
five turns and it goes away. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try at level 15.
My God,
Sounds like a plan.
I really did not expect the encounter rate to be so bad in this game. When you actually
Bad
do
as
it.
in you're not getting encounters?
Yeah, I'm not getting encounters. It's incredible.
Well, in red and blue, the encounter rate in Viridian Forest is half of yellow. In
Yeah,
yellow, it's
my God.
25 out of 256. In red and blue, it's only 10. It's like the equivalent of like, I think it's like twice as likely as the water route.
Oh God.
Okay,
All
back
right,
in
I
my
beat him.
day, we didn't have the moves and mega evolutions.
We do not have this mega evolution Pokemon.
How dare they take from Digimon?
The Digimon.
Oh, level 15 is actually pretty decent for Brock because Bite does a good amount of damage. Although I
Oh,
recommend if the Onyx uses Bite, you should probably switch to Tackle.
what speed stat do we need for the Onyx?
26 is a
Uh,
tie, 27's for the lead.
26 is a tie.
or actually,
I don't
I
know.
wonder if it'd be a better idea to just grind to 16 for Psybeam.
The world may never
I don't
know.
know.
The world
15
will
with
never know.
Bite still felt pretty good. Because the thing is, grinding in the wild takes time.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Back in my
Yeah,
day when Pokemon got rid of numbness and replaced it with paralysis, no one can understand how bad numbness was. Pokemon never had a numbness status condition. That was Earthbound.
numbness.
What in the world is numbness?
God damn it.
It's a status condition in Earthbound. It's like the Pokemon equivalent of freeze for like 2 turns.
Oh, God.
Where like for 2 turns you can't do anything.
Like stun.
It's like a very bad paralysis.
We don't get water gun, right? I assume not.
No, but you get,
Bubble
bubble
Beam.
beam.
We got bubble beam, yeah.
I think it was like water pulse or something.
Yeah, probably. Water pulse is definitely something this Pokemon gets.
Your grandma's in the hospital. Oh, sorry to hear that.
Oh, wish fast recovery.
Yeah, it was a prototype.
No, this is not Mew. We don't need Mega Punch. This is not Mew. We don't need...
You
I
could
was
use
actually
Mega Punch.
thinking
It's hyper.
I was
No.
thinking of getting it, but I
No.
stopped myself at the last minute just because Bite will be just fine.
No, 85 accuracy. No, I don't want Mega Punch.
I'm telling
I
you,
hate
Mega
that
Punch
move.
actually feels worse in yellow than it does in red and blue.
No, it feels worse always.
Prove
I
it.
don't want that. I don't want that thing ever in my life again.
I don't know why, but anytime I ever get Mega Punch for Nugget Bridge, it doesn't really feel like that much of a
Holy-
detriment. Whereas when I was playing it with Mew and Yellow, boy, was I missing. Like, missing. Like, it feels
Have you
worse
heard
in
of
Yellow, and I
Zwigo?
don't
Yeah, I've
understand
heard of
why.
Zwigo. I used to like his content when I was in high school. I remember he was one of
Imagine-
my inspirations to do solo runs. I remember he
Yeah,
did
that's
some like,
inspiration.
how fast can I beat Pokemon Platinum with Arceus?
With Arceus.
Hey, I actually enjoyed that
No.
some people would do solo runs of Pokemon that are easy. Hey, Paris.
That's how I started
agree.
out. I told myself I wouldn't do anything hard, and then the randomizer
agree.
thing that selected the Pokemon for me ended up picking a Butterfree and Beedrill.
Oh,
So, I
There's
failed
Sam.
catching the Paris. I was so paranoid about using Bite on it that I didn't want to damage it.
I had to catch Sandshrew, and it went through all
no.
10 of my balls, except when. So I was like, all right, well, I only have the Great Ball left, so I decided to use Rock Slide instead of 100% on my overlay.
Oh, it actually lives Rock Slide. That's good.
Yep, with quite a bit.
I mean, Sandra does have a good defense.
Well,
If you
it's
think
also the fact that ground resists dig.
yeah, ground resist dig. Rock slide.
I dare any of you to fight Misty first.
I'm about to
No.
fight Misty.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
There's a hero there.
I'm holding out for a hero, you know? We're
There's a
my
hero.
Spinda's clearly the hero in this story.
There's a
Misty
hero.
stands no chance against my Spinda.
There goes our brave hero. There's no point in doing that.
All right, let's find out.
God, I also hate now this Nugget Bridge section because it's the reason the Mew race also ends.
I won.
Well, it's just because of how really that was quick.
He survived.
Did she just never use Bubble Beam?
No, she used Bubble Beam.
Do you?
Yeah.
How many hits does it take to knock out Starmie?
He just doesn't
Two.
care.
2 hits. Huh, that's more than I thought it would do.
Mega Punch, 2 hits.
Well, I didn't say if I used Mega Punch or not, did I?
No,
Yeah.
Let me
told
bring up
Speed
the
I was pretty
stream.
sure I could win if I have Mega Punch. I mean, 120 power is 120 power.
No, there's no Charmander there. Don't pick it. There's no Charmander.
I had to
We
teach
don't use
myself that
Charmander,
Charmander
yeah.
existed.
We don't use Charmander here.
Like, did you decide not to use Squirtle? Because I chose not to use Squirtle.
No, it doesn't matter to me. I don't understand the obsession now with the Lapras over Squirtle thing. I don't see the.
I went with
benefit.
Lapras because it was more familiar to me.
Okay,
Here-
that
there's
makes
actually-
sense.
Ike, there's 2 reasons for the Lapras. One, it's so that way for a bigger chunk of the game, Charmander's at the bottom of your bag, so using Cut
Ah.
requires less D-pad movement.
That-
And
that's
for
muscle
Lapras,
memory.
for Lapras, you can actually teach both Surf and Strength without having to delete an old move, which
Yeah,
takes time.
without the text. I don't know. I just don't see it that time safe, honestly. I mean, I get the reason why people are doing it, but I think it's just muscle memory and people are just being obsessed over the new toy. Same thing with the Doduo. It doesn't really change anything.
I just pulled a yellow. Guess what I don't have?
Well,
The escape rope.
What?
I
Unbelievable.
pulled a yellow.
Man,
I pulled a yellow.
you know what's funny? I
I'm looking
actually
at
did that too,
Steve's
and
moves
I actually
deck.
turned around and went to go get it.
I think Steve didn't have Mega Punch. I think he just used Bite.
no, it's fine. It seems we do kind of decent damage.
Who told you that?
I'm looking at your stream.
Off with their heads.
Off with their heads.
Misty actually came somewhat close to killing me because she used an X defend.
I'm actually wondering
Oh,
if
right.
I won.
That never happened on either of her 2
Yeah.
Pokemon for me. That probably
Like,
would have made a
I'm,
big difference.
I'm wondering if I want to teach Bubble Beam or not.
Why wouldn't you? What's your plan for Nugget? What's your plan for the Geodude guy in Rock
Psybeam?
Tunnel?
I don't know. I guess it's better to delete Psybeam for that. Makes sense, I suppose, that I'm getting Psychic anyway.
Does this thing learn Dig?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Not Earthquake though, so don't think you're gonna upgrade.
Upgrades, people. Upgrades. Yeah, Steve is definitely very far ahead of me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do know what I'm talking about.
Nope. Literally not a
I
clue.
see where you are.
Nope. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Dude, you're literally getting the bike, and I haven't even boarded the SSN.
Wow.
Don't tell him that.
That was
I was not
awful.
supposed to know that. You want to know
Well,
why
you
I was
shouldn't
so
have-
far ahead?
Well, you shouldn't have played retard.
You did say the strat the whole entire. You did say that eventually get to
Like-
the strat.
I got a Gen 1 mess and then I got points.
Anyone want to guess the strat that I incorporated that got me so far ahead?
Mega Punch.
No.
No, the
Oh,
other
really?
move. The other horrible
Hypnosis?
move. Yeah.
I mean, you did say it out loud what the strat was.
So
I
you
won't be able to-
hypnosis Misty?
I won't be using hypnosis.
What would you use hypnosis on? I actually deleted that move because I didn't think
Yeah.
it'd be useful.
That
I mean, I guess it can be useful, but it won't be used in it.
I guess that's something that we're gonna very much differ for the whole entire run.
I mean, I'm saving before search, but I don't think I
Yeah,
should.
at first.
Yeah, this is as I expected it would be.
So you're gonna stop guessing on what the strat was, because I'm definitely not gonna say it unless you say it.
Because I'm not gonna say it. Hey, yeah, we can actually dig here.
And there's not really many TMs this early on.
And it should be a real easy strat to guess.
Did the whole early bubble beam make that much of a difference?
No.
I don't think it did at all. I honestly don't think it did at all. This moveset is so weird. Oh yeah, I definitely need to change
It's a
this.
shame that I'm finally winning a race and nobody's here to watch me, except for apparently Speed.
I'm here. Oh, I was not expecting that. Definitely need to do this
Man, this run's a mess.
stuff. This Pokemon is a mess.
No, I'm playing it as a mess. Hey Steve, I'm gonna guess. Did you ever end up teaching this Pokemon Bide?
No.
Would you say no even if it was true?
Even if it was true.
I usually tell the truth if yes. I did not teach Bide.
Did you teach Mega Punch?
No.
Did
Although
you teach Whirlwind?
my next run I will consider it.
Warwind.
No.
Thunderwave. Thunderwave was the key.
I
of
love how
course.
you're really hell bent on the strategy was teaching something.
Did you just say spin the crit and it worked?
No. Nope. My
Damn it.
strategy involved no luck.
Damn it, that was my strategy.
I also have 0
Spin
resets
that.
if that helps.
Spin the dodge.
I'm gonna end up rewinding your stream after this. I want to see what you did.
You're gonna be really disappointed because you did say out loud what it was earlier.
Oh, God.
Like before the stream started?
No, like during the stream.
Oh. Psybeam?
Yes.
Psybeam.
I mean, Psybeam wouldn't have helped on the Starmie.
Who said it was there?
Okay, I'm just gonna stop guessing.
I mean,
Play-
I'm giving you
playing
hints
your
that
game.
matter.
No, I'm gonna stop guessing because this ain't going anywhere.
I mean, I'm giving you 20 questions. You know, I'm magic 8-balling this. It's really fun.
No.
You can keep guessing, and I'll tell you when you're right.
No, I'm not doing it anymore.
By the way, Roseblade, you don't know what I did because apparently what you've said is wrong. What you said was right. I did do that, but the reason why I'm ahead is not because of that. You have to rewind back pretty far where we're all basically the exact same point, and then you have to figure out why I ended up pulling ahead.
Whoops. That was not what I wanted to do.
Oh, also, not that it matters, but I will tell you, I did not do the optional rival, but I don't think that makes a difference.
Nah, not really.
I don't think I've even fallen below half HP in any battle in this whole entire run.
I'm probably close to red bar.
Another forbidden word after the me race. Red bar.
Hey, I would 100% do red bar strats if it was red and blue.
It still saves a chunk of time. Like 20 seconds is crazy.
Yeah, Gainer, that's what I was thinking. Another reason I didn't want to teach that move early was because I have dig on my moveset. I don't
Red
want to
bottom's
lock
good, but
myself out of dig.
no, you need to have dig. Dig is good.
Also,
Confuse
I
race
think
is
getting
bad.
early psychic was probably not really that efficient
Oh,
because I had
interesting.
dig
Early
anyway.
psychic.
I planned on getting psychic anyway, so I thought, well, I may as well get it now. But that was kind of inefficient because I think getting psychic early is only good if you don't have dig. Apparently, Golbat lives psychic.
Yep, it does.
Honestly, I'm debating if teaching dig may have been a mistake. Maybe I should have kept Bubble Beam.
Do you want to ask me a question about dig?
Shut up.
No, I mean, ask. Go ahead, ask. I'll tell you.
Sir, I'm not asking more of these questions. I don't want to be solving more riddles.
I don't need.
Not a riddle.
My
It's a
lawyer,
yes or no question. Just ask.
my lawyer advises me not to
Did
answer
you
any
not teach dig?
Well, now I have to think because you answered in a negative tone.
Did you
I
not
I
know
did that
not
on
dig?
I did that on purpose.
teach?
Did you not teach dig?
Okay, hold on. I have to think of the answer that I would normally say and then say the
I
opposite.
need to think.
No. No, I don't know.
So you did
I don't know
teach
the
dig.
answer. I
You
don't know the
did teach
answer.
dig.
No,
I know the
whatever the
answer.
answer is it's no.
So you did teach dig.
No. See there, I
You
got you
didn't
to ask
teach
the right
dig.
question eventually.
You will
I did that
eventually
on
ask.
purpose just to mess with you.
You will eventually ask what he wants
Also,
you to
I'm
ask.
letting you know on Erica's Victory Bell, Psychic only did half.
I did not
Which
plan on
really
doing that
surprised
battle.
me.
I plan on doing Erica like 8th or 9th. Sorry,
The ninth,
7th,
Jim?
7th.
You can't even do her as
Seven?
the 8th either.
You know what I
Yeah.
meant.
She is the true Giovanni of the Game Boys. she was.
He also said 9th, Jim. Like this ain't
She
this
was,
ain't Gary from the anime. You can't have 10 badges.
she was the
I'm
mastermind.
not thinking
all
properly. I
along.
have to piss.
Erica was actually a rocket. Remember, I knew it.
I'm gonna
I
fight some
fucking-
optional trainers.
I fucking knew she was one of those.
I don't know why you would think you need to fight optional trainers. They're super optional. You don't like those.
We're super good. We don't need training. What are you worried about?
Exactly. This is the mighty
What?
Spinda you're talking about.
This is the 360 Pokemon. What are you afraid of? Oh my god, that's the first time I've seen Primeape sprite here. And it's horrible. Oh my fucking god. What is that abomination?
It's Primeape.
Holy crap, that was terrifying. That would have probably scared me for life as a kid.
Oh, that's not exactly what I wanted to see. Darn it.
Annihilating Gen 1 style. This is annoying, but what can I do?
Okay, that was really good. I was really afraid of that battle.
I kind of wish I got the XP router to work with this thing, because I would really like to see ranges after this run.
Unfortunately, Ike doesn't have access to that either. He's using my
I do.
overlay.
I do have the XP router, but I won't be using it.
Yeah, but my overlay apparently does not use the depreciated mapper, and
Oh.
apparently it only works with the depreciated mapper.
Yeah, because Scott didn't upgrade anything, so
Yeah.
you'd have to be kind of an idiot to ever use the new mapper.
Apparently,
go.
the new mapper is the real depreciated mapper.
The real depreciated mapper. What do you mean we can learn surf? I'm outrageous. I'm outraged by this.
What surf's
This
supposed to
was
be?
definitely... This was definitely way too early to fight Koga.
Why would you fight Koga? Are you insane?
I figured we'd had Psychic, so I figured it'd be good.
How much damage did you even bother doing?
Nothing, one shots coughing.
Nothing.
Yeah, that might have been too early. I should not have even tried that. I'll go do Sylph.
Do you even need to one-shot coughing though? Because you are 1 times to sludge and smog and
Well,
all
it
that.
opens you up. It opens you up to smoke screen though. That's the problem, which I have been
Right.
hit with.
Right. That makes sense.
Not ideal, but
Ike's a high level.
oh, Ike is doing his overtraining as usual.
No, it's smart. Really smart.
He's doing the overtraining as usual. Oh god, that.
Well, for this run, it's going to be a benefit, but you would do overtraining with Gallade.
with Mew.
What sprites are these? These are the green sprites.
Ooh.
If you look closely, a bunch of them look like the TCG artwork.
I never knew this guy existed, and I don't want to ever remember he exists now after seeing his Pokemon. I don't even know what floor I'm on. I walked up a floor, and I'm like, okay, well, this doesn't look familiar for some reason.
Yeah.
Gotta hate when you go battle something or battle a trainer, and the move they use is self-destruct immediately.
He knows what you're trying to pull. Wait, why do you mean we don't get Source Dance? But we dance.
Well, ask the creators of Gen 3.
Yeah, no, I know he doesn't.
I don't even think it gets the Tutor Swords Dance in Fire Red.
Nah, I wouldn't even want it nowadays, even because he has the contrary ability. So Spinda doesn't want to raise his stats; it wants to lower.
You
them.
mean Spinda doesn't want to harshly lower its attack?
With superpower, you want to lower your attack and defense, and you get boost every time you use the move. Or you don't want to use Source Dance, for example. Even if you got it, you wouldn't want it to use.
I don't know what you're talking about. Abilities don't exist.
Don't exist.
Okay, well,
Even if you give big creative spin, they would still suck. I
I'm
mean,
about-
it's a spin. Of course, it would suck, but like, poor thing, it deserves something.
all right.
Poor little guy.
I think I found out who that trainer that self-destructed on Steve was.
The one electrode trainer? Yeah.
It's named.
No, I was looking at the Electrode Wheezing trainer.
I just want you
on
guys to
the
know that I
3rd floor.
completely destroyed Rival 5. I took 0 damage. And that's not even a joke. 0.
Good for you, Steve. Would you like a trophy?
Yes, I would. This was a very monumental accomplishment. Not a lot of Pokemon can say they completely swept Rival 5.
Okay, I
Oh,
did take
God.
some damage, but because I was outsped. Well, I mean, the Alakazam outspeeds you, so I'm guessing he just didn't use an attack.
Let's just say that Alakazam absolutely did not outspeed me.
You don't
I
even get a.
wanna-
You don't even have a badge boosting move. Like,
Oh,
how
God.
would you? Unless you
There's
super
only one answer to
overtrained.
your question. I mean, you basically answered it yourself.
Wait,
Ah!
you're using. Wait.
I love how you're overthinking this. There is a very simple reason why I outsped Alakazam. Very simple
No.
reason.
That was funny.
Did you use rare candies?
No.
Yeah,
No.
he's cheating. I knew it.
Even simpler. Think. How does a Pokemon outspeed another Pokemon?
With badge boosts?
You truly are a Gen 1 person.
Dude, this thing doesn't learn agility.
Do I have to spell this out for you?
He
Why don't you
paralyzed
just
him.
say it?
I outsped it. Like, it's that simple. I outsped it.
Oh.
How much simpler do
So
I
you
have
did
to
more
say it?
training. So you did more training. Okay. Got it.
Exactly. I was just faster than it.
Steve Spinda's level 49.
Let's
That
put it-
makes sense.
Let's put it this way.
He-
My Spinda's
was
almost able to outspeed Sabrina's Alakazam.
Okay, so you over leveled.
Yep. That's very simple. Sometimes the simple solution is the correct solution. Occam's razor, I think it's called.
Well, I got poisoned.
These things happen.
I still almost died. I fainted in the overworld. Don't tell Scott.
Oh no. From poison?
Invalid run.
Well, don't battle a wild
This-
Pokemon, because then it is officially a reset.
This run is invalid. You cheating.
Oh crap, did I just accidentally use 2 repels? That would have sucked.
It's okay, Steve. I got on the bike instead of surfing.
Hey, you
Well,
know, sometimes
Just
I
need
gotta
Sword
teach.
and Shield.
Sometimes
in
I,
I
have
modern
Sword
to
and
games-
Shield.
teach the ocean who's boss, and then I go to the ocean. Ha! I can push you now with my strength abilities.
It's like in modern games.
I
actually
saw a
you do
video
that.
earlier today by Pori Gondolier. He edited the disassemblies, so you can use strength on more than just boulders. You can use strength on other people.
To push
Oh,
people.
I thought you were about to say I could Moses the ocean.
You can do the ocean.
Like he was just
Use
pushing
strength
NPCs
on
around.
Ocean, it pushes waters to the side.
Part the Red Sea.
Oh god, that's
Wait,
My
does this,
bag's full.
does this water actually have a name?
The ocean.
the water.
The water, you know, by Cinnabart, is their actual name for the water?
No, I
Called
don't
Missing
know.
No. It's called the Missing No Bank.
The Tangela Sea. The Psyche Sea.
Hey, Speed,
You know,
how's your
I actually
over-under
remember.
going?
It's going okay. I might hit the over by a
Dust-
tiny bit.
Dust Yankee, mine is way, way over his over-under, and even I still might not even get close.
We can push the NPCs block in the
Ike,
way.
get
I would
away from
love
me.
that.
You're so close. How did you catch
No.
up so quickly? I was way ahead.
I don't know.
I'm only 1 level higher than you.
Wait, time for Earthquake. Oh, right. You saw nothing.
Eyes closed.
I technically did not see anything.
I cannot see because I am in fact blind.
Hmm.
I wonder if it's a good idea to. Nah, I think I'll hold on to my moves.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
I really don't know what the most efficient moves are.
Probably the efficient ones.
The ones
Well,
that
I
give
just
you
keep
more.
thinking since I'm a normal type, I should just spam body slam on everything.
Yep, that's a good strat.
That's
been
the
us-
Gen 1 way.
I've been using that strat the whole game.
That's the Gen Y way for you. Mm. That's fine.
Why am I missing a candy?
You should probably go to the power plant. It might be there.
It might be there. We could be seeing that there.
I think I know where the missing candy is. Ah, Rocket Underground.
The Warden candy.
I got that candy.
Oh no, my outspeeding days are over. Like, please lose this battle.
Why?
I got psychic crit, so if you win this, you'll be in the lead.
Psychic crit.
Don't worry, I lost.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I asked.
I lost.
appreciate the
I
loss.
asked and I received. Thank you. You're a real good
Actually, I
sport.
wonder if I should do this.
Wow, was not expecting to learn something at that level.
You're right.
Yeah, like what?
At a
Is it
low
Gen Y?
level? Did you just say low level?
No, at that level.
Oh, the higher level?
Yeah.
The moveset's pretty similar to the Gen 3 set. Not many substitutes were made.
Except for Psych Up, there was nothing.
Did you know you can't use the bike on Alakazam?
What? It's weak to it too. I think the bike is
It's weak.
physical.
He's weak to it.
Ike, get away from me.
You forgot
Actually,
the Quick Claw for Gastrodon or Gardenia. Okay, you need to start over
Speed,
then.
you
That's not going to work well
Speed,
for
you
you.
need to go get that quick claw.
He's taught. What? It's not even me playing.
Go get that quick claw. Make sure to go get it. You need it. It's pretty mandatory.
oh, I actually did not pick what I did think I picked. Okay, then
Is
there's
anybody
no
going to
reason
get Sky Attack?
Thought about it. You know,
to win there.
unfortunately, the boulder went the wrong way.
I mean, but if I don't have that,
You know,
then
I just want everyone to know that we're all in victory road.
No.
Yeah, but
You know what's funny?
right.
Steve was so far ahead of me, yet we're all in the same spot now.
Yeah, well, I spent too much time training, and clearly I think I should not have announced I was at Rival 5 because you all beelined it to Rival 5 the moment I announced it.
Well,
Yeah,
here's
even-
the thing. Like,
even
I was
Blackout
doing
there.
early Koga, and then I'm like, this isn't working. I should go to Sylph. And then I decided to do a bunch of the trainers.
And it wasn't like, you know, I just wanted to go to Rival 5 now. You both beelined it the moment I said it.
Well, you said it at the moment where Koga kept kicking my butt, and I realized it wasn't working. So it was just a coincidence.
Where Koga was killing my ass. Oh, I didn't think this through. Oh well, maybe I will not be punished. Yeah, I will not be punished. Amazing.
I'm amazed Thunderbolt even did that much to Dugong.
I love how I never get punished
Dugong,
for my
you're ahead of me.
mistake.
Okay, Steve, you got yourself to blame. You built up such a huge lead in the early game.
I
got
had to
frozen.
I did teach Thunderbolt for this battle.
Her Lapras froze me, as I said that.
Oh well.
Her Lapras did not freeze me.
Interesting.
At least Dugong badge boosted my special. You know what's funny? 2 runs in a row, I tried to use, or 2 fights in a row, I tried to use the bike on Jinx.
Oh, I've made a grave error. And this error is costing me greatly now that Ike is caught up. Oh my God, we don't learn Blitz. Oh, I'm so.
Dude, you're the one who said
stupid.
that at the start.
I'm
Yeah.
so.
You're the one who makes the movesets.
Yeah.
Anyone who said it was it.
You know what's funny? I actually would have picked up Blizzard if my bag wasn't full. Oh my god, the hiker almost killed me.
Right.
He used submission and it did so much. It's a good thing I decided to use a full restore.
Oh god, that happened, of course.
Because the guy's bad, but that doesn't mean I want to fight him in red bar. That's not a good
I lost.
idea.
Dang it. I lost Bruno. That's really embarrassing.
I almost, let me guess, was it submission?
Yep.
Did it crit?
No.
You know, I think now's a good time to teach Ice Beam.
Really?
Oh, so long Psychic.
A good time as any, right?
I pretty much learned from the Mew run, like once you're past Agatha, there's really no point to keeping Psychic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think my
Oh,
moveset afforded me the early lead, but now my moveset is costing me here in the league.
Oh my god, it of course had to happen.
I got hyper beamed.
I got hyper being great.
I got triple dream
Okay,
Eater.
this fight would be a lot better if this thing had learned Blizzard.
Yeah.
Because Ice Beam, I think Ice Beam might only be able to one-shot the Dragonite, and that's it.
My goodness. Oh my god. Now Supersonic hit myself 3 times, hyper being great. I would have won this so far.
I got crit with Takedown.
God damn it, I would have won already
Dude,
this one.
I'm a pretty high level
You're
at this
both-
point.
You're both crushing me.
I'm level 64.
Let's just put it this way. I
Dang.
forgot to pick something
Oh my
up.
god. Oh my god.
I meant to pick it up. I didn't.
What is happening today? Oh my
Honestly, I
God.
think I know what to get for run 2. It's probably the move Steve forgot.
The move I forgot was Psychic.
That is not what I was thinking of.
I meant to pick up Psychic for Agatha and apparently never picked it up.
For Agatha?
You know what's interesting, though?
Yeah.
You had reminders, because remember when I mentioned early Psychic? That should have been your cue to get Psychic.
Yes,
Oh,
I
no.
know. If no one to blame but myself, I agree.
Hmm.
I blew this this run. I blew it. There's no other answer other than I blew it.
Okay, well.
Oh my psychic crit. Wow.
Yeah, well, no, that not happening. That ain't happening. Nice.
Reflect.
Oh wait, I have a move that both of you guys don't have. Let's see if it makes a difference.
I froze the Rhydon.
Hmm.
Because he's totally the scariest Pokemon.
Actually, what is the scariest Pokemon, if you don't mind me asking?
On the Champions team?
Oh,
Yeah.
Probably Alakazam.
okay, 44-12.
44-22. Wait, how are you 10 seconds ahead, even though we're like...
I did have
you start your time later?
Yeah, no, I had to start my time a bit later because like the game didn't
Oh,
work at
okay.
first. But yeah,
44-35.
like my in game is 2
I have news. Hypnosis was not helpful the whole entire run.
Oh really? I am shocked.
Yeah, me too.
I thought there would be a
Alright.
matchup where it would be a godsend, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
the matchup just never came.
I know the only thing I need to change for the next round.
Dude,
I still
There's
would have
only one
crushed you
thing I
guys
need
if I
to
picked
change.
up Psychic like I intended.
Me.
dude, Steve, you're a big liar.
I was so far ahead.
Steve, you did not do early Misty. That is a lie.
I
That's a lie.
did do Misty though when you guys were starting. It sounded legit though because you guys were doing you guys were doing Nugget Bridge and I was doing Misty, so it sounded legit, right? I was just that far
Wrong
ahead.
screen. Wrong screen.
I feel
Why is
bad.
it? Why
feel-
is this at 3?
I feel so bad that I forgot Psychic. I have no one to blame but myself.
Bite, Rock Slide, Hypnosis, and Psybeam. Was Hypnosis your good ultimate move?
It was supposed to be somewhere in the league, but
Hypnosis.
it never did. But no, that's not the strat that saved me a bunch of time.
Well, your other 3 moves were all moves that I had. Bite, Rock Slide, and Psybeam.
Man, it's almost like you're looking in the wrong place.
I guess I should look a bit earlier.
Let me hit the restroom.
Don't hit things.
Look a bit earlier. Let's look at Route 3.
Yeah.
Bite, Rock Slide, Psybeam, and Vice.
I think maybe a little more
Wait.
level would help for this Pokemon, I believe.
Oh, I see
Maybe-
what Steve did.
Maybe picking up the Victory Road candy would
He
help.
grinded to 16 for Psybeam before he ever attempted Brock. That's what he did to save time.
But then
The
that
whole
means
time,
you,
the whole time we were failing at Brock, he just kept training.
But I think
That's
my
what he
problem
did.
was that I was not getting wild Pokemon, I believe. Because I think Brock at 15 is fine. Honestly, I think it's fine. You don't need to get that extra level.
I think it's not really that bad.
Yeah, I think
but-
it's not that bad.
I don't know.
The thing is, I did it because I was not getting any freaking wild encounters in the forest. And I was so pissed because I was walking all the time and I didn't get any single encounter. I think, in fact, can I even, I mean, I guess not, that would be cheating. It's like, can I test if we can do Rival 2 immediately after we
It's-
get the lab?
It's so great hearing
Like-
your eureka moment.
Like, I don't know if we can test that.
Interesting.
Just to know
This
if
was
it's
something I
stupid or not.
thought of for this. Like after I beat Brock, I
Yeah.
said,
Uh-huh.
maybe I should have grinded to 16 for Psybeam. That is something I said.
Yep,
Because
yep.
I-
And I
I
said
think-
that. And I said you said it. And you.
I think at
Hmm.
level 6 it's kind of crazy to do the optional rival fight immediately when we are there. I think he's gonna kill us.
You guys just kept on focusing on Misty. How could I possibly save time on Misty? And meanwhile, it's like I saved the time way, way before Misty.
Yet you still lost, Steve.
Yeah,
just
well, you know, overworlding's not my greatest.
Says
Forgetting
the one who forgot
psychic.
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 Also, I thought of a different strat for the league to make the league easier. I'm going to be going out of my way to getting a TM.
Ooh. Spicy.
And I told Steve I'd stop doing this, but if you do actually guess it, I will say you're correct.
When did you
I'm
guys
not
get
just
rid
going to
of
lie.
Psybeam?
As soon as I got Psychic, I'm not even kidding.
Ike, when did you
I
get rid
think
of Psybeam?
I got rid of Psybeam when I got Bubble Beam.
What?
Honestly,
Why do I want Psybeam? I did use Dig, unlike
Psybeam
you.
was like my answer for Koga. I just
No, I had
actually I
Dig.
did use
wouldn't you
Hypnosis.
have used
Dig.
I
Psychic?
used Hypnosis
Wouldn't you have
on
used Psychic?
Weezing.
I had Dig.
Steve, actually, here's what I'm thinking. I think teaching Dig to Spinda was. I'm not sure if it was the right. Well, it's helpful, but I don't know. It's like I'm stuck. Like, why can't this thing get Earthquake? Because I feel like it restricted the moveset, but Psybeam really didn't help as much as I think Bubble Beam would have. Because Psybeam was not one-shotting the Geodudes in Rock Tunnel, and I almost died.
Oh,
No,
mine did.
I'm
I
think-
think it was
I think
fine.
I'm actually thinking of as like I'm gonna do the rival then Misty. I think after Misty, I'm going to delete Psybeam for Bubble Beam, and then I'll
Mine-
just get Psychic over Bubble Beam.
I'm just gonna do the exact same thing I've done in this run, but training a little bit more and trying the
Oh,
rival
yeah, yeah.
the
I only
optional
trained-
rival before block.
I only
I'm
trained in
gonna
2
go to-
spots.
I'm gonna go Sylph immediately after the tower. Don't do Erica or Koga. Go straight to Sylph
I mean, I did Koga.
and just fight the efficient trainers.
I did Koga at approximately the same time as you, and I did it with
Yeah.
Psybeam.
Okay, so I do have a legitimate question. Which move do you think is more useful, Rock Slide or Thunderbolt?
Honestly, I think
It-
there were
it-
one should
it really
replace the other.
depends.
If you decide to use Rock Slide, then use Rock Slide over
Yeah.
Thunderbolt. If
That's
you
what I
decide to use
was thinking.
Thunderbolt, use Thunderbolt over Rock Slide.
Yeah,
Well, because in my run, I got Thunderbolt and I decided it'd be better than Rock Slide, but I'm just not too sure. But I mean, it helps with the Gyarados, obviously. But
you changed the Charizard for it, I guess.
The Charizard
mean, it's-
matchup becomes a little harder.
Yeah,
I don't know about
Rock
you, but
Slide-
I never ever didn't one shot the Charizard. I just
Right,
always
Rock-
one shot the
Rock-
Charizard.
Rock Slide would one shot the Charizard. Yeah, you're changing one for another, basically.
I'm gonna change the poll.
Oh, I forget. What time did I finish? Did I finish over or under the poll? Crap.
Definitely over. Oh, 46.
Actually, didn't
Actually,
I get
I think
44
you got a
something?
40.
So I got under.
42.
You got a 44, yeah.
Yeah, so
Got
I got under the
44, I
poll.
was-
Congratulations, everybody except for apparently Dust Yankee.
I'm gonna go under 42.
You think you're gonna cut 2 minutes off, or you're gonna cut 3 minutes off
Yep.
this run?
Yep,
How many resets
Ooh,
did you
2
have?
minutes.
10.
I think I only
Okay,
got a
that's
reset.
doable.
I know I got some resets actually. I think I got 5 resets.
Resets are definitely time you can easily cut. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
There were honestly nothing actually was ever hard this run. It was just like, you know, some bad matchups, but nothing like was like crazy hard.
No, because we learned
Lance
everything.
Lance was actually really annoying. It sounds like Ike and I had several resets.
Yeah.
I had Ice Beam and
Because of
Thunderbolt, so I
Aerodactyl.
beat him first try easily.
Yeah, but my problem is Aerodactyl outspeed, uses Hyper Beam, crit me, use Supersonic, I
Well,
hit myself.
Here's the
three
weird
Oh.
thing. Here's the weird thing. The
Oh my
Dragonairs for me were actually living Ice Beam.
times.
Wait.
Oh, they can live.
Wait,
It's a roll.
I got unlucky?
Yeah, I guess that
Wait,
you were
what?
lucky then.
He said he
were
got
lucky
Hyper
then.
I
Beam
think he-
crit.
Yeah,
he
I
used
got
all of
Hyper
his
Beam.
luck
Yeah,
on the Mew race. That's how he got the 31.
the Mew race. But I think everyone can get the 31 now, actually.
I'm not. It's outside my skill range. I
don't
tried.
know. I think
I can
everyone
only
now.
I can only at best maybe save 10 seconds off my PB with the dig strat. Like I feel like my body slam route in general just got super lucky because it's hard for me to save time in spots even with the dig strat.
My only issue is that the Rhine is heavily RNG dependent to save more time. Like I can consistently do 31 now, but to get that super crazy close to sub 31 time, you need the RNG of your life. That is pretty.
Hey Steve,
tiring.
Prototype asks, have you or Steve heard of the game Duel Masters?
Is that the Yu-Gi-Oh game?
I think isn't Duel Masters
The
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yu-Gi-Oh gacha. Yu-Gi-Oh gacha game, isn't it that one? I think.
I don't
Because
know
have a
which
friend
one that
plays
is, though.
I think it's the phone one, the gacha one. Like, don't take my word for it, but I think it's that one.
Oh, does he mean Master Duel?
No, he says dual master.
Dual Masters.
Yeah, I know, but if you flip flop the words, then it's an actual game.
Oh.
I
Oh well,
wouldn't-
let me know when you're ready to get started.
Yep.
Yeah, whenever you guys want.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Are we
Name
allowed
yourself
to
guest.
No, I'm even cheating on naming myself Ike with the Pokebite now.
Oh, Ike, when you I was about to say when you did your Mew
Yeah.
run, did you freeze the name?
Yes.
I told you it
Of
saved
course I
1
did.
second. Okay, I gotta restart. I picked up Squirtle.
Hey, I was about to pick Squirrel and I didn't reach it.
I always
Okay,
forget the backported starters on the right side. Sometimes
the-
I try to pick up the
okay.
left
I
ball.
think the Gen 2 one's in the middle, right?
Yeah, the
Well-
Gen 2 one's in the middle.
For this Steve trick, I'm allowing myself to do the rival 2 and restart if he beats me.
But that's not in the
Because I
spirit of
picked
the
up
race.
Squirtle?
He picks Squirrel.
No, Ike said he's going to start doing the optional rival early and start over his whole race if he loses. I don't think that's a good idea.
No, I don't know. I
Because
really,
that'll just reward risky behavior.
yeah. Okay, I won't do it.
We're only allowed to like restart if like, for example, like
Yeah, the Pokeball thing.
only if it's extremely bad. Like usually like trying to catch the Sandshrew. Like if
Okay.
it takes you 10 Pokeballs and you still can't catch it, you should probably start over.
Okay, I will be fair.
But yeah, if you're gonna do the optional rival early, please save before him.
Yeah, and I will.
Which
Like, I mean,
I'm still
will-
going to.
I will do it when I get a little bit more training, but yeah, I will say before. Well, I guess I cannot escape being poisoned in this.
They give you
backboard.
2 antidotes. I want to hear it.
Yeah, no, I don't care. I didn't pick it up.
What?
Why would I pick it up?
Unless it's a poison type, I always pick up both antidotes.
No, I don't.
First tried the rival.
I don't pick the antidotes. Oh god, if I got the poison there, I think I would have.
What I do is I only pick up an antidote after I get poisoned. Like if the second bug
Yeah.
catcher poisons me, I'll pick up that antidote that's on the ground.
Something like that, yeah. I will be saving before the rival.
He at level 7, the Pidgey's a 2-shot with Rock Slide, but it does outspeed, and Gust
Hmm.
actually does a good amount of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I
Gust.
just got poisoned, so now I'm going to pick up the antidote.
Plus, in this time I have because I already. Well, it doesn't matter. I saved before. Let's see. Of course, I got immediately sent attack. Okay. No risky
Right.
behavior here.
Time to train. Hey, Steve, I got the lucky Pikachu.
Hey, so did I.
You know
Level
what's sad
5
though?
or level
I
3?
no, the level 3.
Oh, I got the level 5.
The level 5 is truly the lucky Pikachu. I think that's the 1%.
Is the
In the
first
dis-
Pokemon
it
I found.
is, yeah. when me and Steve were making the encounter rates for the ROM hack, we realized in the disassembly, the Pokemon are like in a list, top to bottom. Each slot has a specific chance of an encounter. Like the very bottommost slot is 1.1%, and the topmost slot I believe is like 16 point something percent.
Hmm.
And I think in the forest, the bottommost encounter was the level 5 Pikachu.
I was training, and it's like, you picked up potion. I'm like, oh, I guess I didn't pick up the potion. Because I walk around the overworld just holding hay.
Do you have Rock Slide or Vice Grip in slot 1?
Vice grip.
What about when you get Bite? Do you move Bite to slot 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Rock Slide is the best move in the game. It must be in the first slot.
Oh, boy.
Never heard where there is a Rock Slide, there's a way.
Tell that
That's
to
basi-
you.
That's basically BGC for you. Tell that to me. Oh my god. I was using Rock Slide originally.
You know, Ike, I really wish you'd get decent to crystal so we can start doing crystal backports again?
I should get me a little sour taste. But I guess
Hey, the
it's fine
crystal
because I got
backports are actually fun just because of the custom moves. Like, I think
Yeah,
custom moves for Gen 1 would be a bit too broken.
yeah.
Like, if
No,
you
I
think
get
giving
it.
Spinda Thunderbolt is broken, backporting Thunder Punch wouldn't really make much of a difference.
Hmm. No, I think it's fine because I recall when I was watching when you were doing those backpush with Scott, like with Cernias, Annihilate and stuff, they were fun to watch. So I guess
Dude,
they are also
Xerneas
fun
was
to
a
play.
pain.
No, they're fun to watch. So if they're fun to watch, they might be
It
fun to
was pretty
play.
genius that during the Xerneas run, Scott completely destroyed both of us because he thought of using Safeguard for Morty, Chuck, and Jasmine to avoid
This-
Thunderwave, Confusion, and Curse. Or Hypnosis, I meant.
hmm,
Like, that was genius. Like, I did not think of that.
this safeguard thing.
Plus, something Scott tended to do in the Crystal backports was if he thinks Jasmine's going to be hard, he'll get every single rare candy, including the one in Kanto, because you can get that
Yeah,
one as soon as you get Surf.
yeah, the one next to your house.
Like, people think, like, you have to beat in all 8 gyms to get it. You can get it as soon as the 4th badge.
Yeah, as soon
You
as
just
you
have
get
to go
the,
back and get it.
just wait till you get fly and pick it up. Oh god, the training. But at least this time, I'm not doing it in the forest. The forest is a track. The
I
forest
don't
is a
know.
Are you
track.
I've been
sure?
literally staring at Scott
Yeah.
at like stream and my stream at the same time, comparing them because he's doing not forest, I'm doing forest. I'm telling you right now, every single time I look back and forth, I am just pulling like 10 XP ahead.
Yeah, well, you are getting encounters because every time I was in the
No,
forest,
there
I
was
did
one
not
time
got
where I went
any
up and down
single
a hole
encounter.
7 times and did not get a single encounter.
7 times. Wow, I
7
picked
times
up
up and down.
the entire
Here's the other
forest.
here's the other
Well,
thing,
no,
like,
the one row.
if you encounter like 2 metapods in a row at any point, that's like the equivalent of 8 encounters on the outside, even if there's a
Oh
gap
god.
in between the forest encounters. Like, Scott keeps trying to say the training outside the forest is better, but don't believe him. I
No.
still
No,
think he's wrong
I'm
on
literally
that.
watching in real
I think
time. I'm pulling 10 XP ahead of
no,
Ike
really,
like every 30 seconds.
really. I know the forest is better, but the problem is I don't get any freaking encounters there, so
Well,
I
it
don't want
feels
to
really
go back
bad, but
there.
trust me, the amount of time it takes for the encounter just to be half the amount of XP as the forest Pokemon is
I don't know.
shockingly high. It's also, the reason why I say getting rid of the encounters at Mount Moon saves an ass load of time. The
Hmm.
just the pop-up of the encounter takes so long.
I really wish I had XP on my overlay because I want to be 15 and then some for the Light Years trainer. What's the magic number to be at? 409.
409.
409.
Thanks. All right, I need 40 more XP.
Darn it, I hate it when I go into a battle and it's like, all right, well, I guess I'm using Vice Grip now, but Vice Grip's not in slot 1, so I just sit there. It's like, use the move, you're out of PP. Use the move, you're out of PP.
I moved Vice Grip to slot 1 as soon as I noticed that. You chose the under?
Whoops.
Well, I mean, under 42 would just mean I beat my first run by 2 minutes. And I think I'm going to save 2 minutes on the Brock split alone.
I have not, I kid you guys not, I have not healed ever yet. I'm now
You
using
never
Tackle
healed at the
on the
center?
wild Pokemon. Never.
Not for the
Not one
PP
time have I
either?
healed.
Not even for the PP.
Not since I'm
Well-
still in the exact same forest as when I first encountered the level 9. Oh
Yeah.
no, I two-shot the Metapod. Whatever shall I do? The run is over.
You know what's interesting though, Steve? I did heal at Viridian because I wanted to do the optional rival, which I first tried. And then I went to the forest, and I didn't heal again until I was finished for Brock. Also, I'm still having trouble deciding if Bite or Psybeam should be in slot 1. It's kind of a tough decision.
Oh crap. While I was paying attention to mine, I noticed that Ike pulled ahead.
How? Weren't you getting more
Oh, you
experience
both
than
pulled
me in the
ahead.
forest?
Jesus, wasn't paying enough attention.
Honestly, I wonder if doing the optional rival first thing actually helped, because you
Yeah,
got
I
to fight
skipped-
less wild
I skipped
Pokemon.
the optional rival.
I honestly think that may have made the difference.
And I skipped the heal too, so I definitely am ahead except for that part. So clearly that's
Yeah,
the
I
difference.
think the optional rival is worse if you have to backtrack to fight him.
Yeah.
But if you fight him first thing, it's probably actually better to do that.
Yep.
But the problem is most Pokemon can't do that because
Yep.
he's
Yeah,
way too hard for a lot
you
of
usually
things.
can at that level.
Like if Spinda did not get Rock Slide, I would not have done that.
It's annoying.
Oh, darn it. I hate it when I battle the Rattata Nidoran trainer by accident.
The Rattata Nidoran. Oh, the
Right,
last.
Yeah, the one. You should be very familiar with their team by now.
Oh yeah, I caught the Paris.
No, I never find Paris.
Well, I found Paris in my first run, but guess what happened? None of my 5 Pokeballs worked. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shoot. I just realized I forgot to catch my flyer.
I just threw
I actually,
5.
caught,
Can I
I
catch
actually,
Steve, you know this. Can you catch Spearow in the Sandshrew grass?
Yes, it's
yes,
actually the
no,
most
Okay.
common encounter in there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Paris,
thanks. Good to know. Because I just
Um,
realized, I was wondering why I had 10 Pokeballs.
If you don't see
I got-
Sandshrew within 3 Pokemon, you would actually be pretty unlucky. Sorry.
No, I'm not getting the
That,
Sandshrew. I'm
yes,
getting
you know what
the
I meant. You know what I
Spearow.
meant.
The Spearow.
I just generally missed a bite.
Well, I'm not getting the Sandrew either.
You know what's interesting, Ike? In one of my Mew runs, I
Okay.
actually got a Gen 1 miss on the Oddish Bulbasaur girl in Rock Tunnel, and then her Oddish used Stun Spore on me.
Yeah, it happened to me in the Rapping Lass. I got a Gen
I
1
got-
Mr. Sleep Powder.
I got the
Super fun.
Spearow first try.
Super fun.
You know what's interesting? Sleep Powder from that girl would actually be the least scary move, I think. Actually, no, that'd be Poison Powder. Or Absorb, I guess.
Absolutely.
Because
the
at
best
that,
move.
in my older runs, I would use the emergency full restore early.
Ah, yeah.
But in my newer route, I will hold on to it.
There was a part of the run where I got to encounter every 3 spaces 4 times in a row.
That's nice.
I have to heal its Cerulean. I have to heal its Cerulean a second time because the Charmander burned me.
Oh, painful.
Did you guys know you can't use a rare candy in battle?
You can't.
Can't use rare candy. This ain't Pokemon Go. I don't know how to play that game. I'm just
I ran
making
out of
stuff up.
balls. I'm restarting.
Oh god, really?
You are?
Ran out of balls. I used 5 on Pidgey,
oh.
and then I just used 5 on Paris, and it ran out.
Didn't work. Oh,
Wait,
god.
no, you still have the Sandshrew. Get the one Great Ball.
I'm out of balls. What part of that did you not hear? You literally explained it at the beginning of a run.
So you ran out of balls on the Sandshrew?
What difference would it make? I'm out of balls.
Well, the
I wasted
difference
the
is
time
when
trying to catch the Paris.
You didn't get the
I
Paris,
thought the
did you?
rule was you reset the
I don't
run
want to
if
hear
you
this
run
from
out
the
of
guy
balls
who's
on
restarted like the
Sandshrew.
last 3 runs we've done.
Oh my god.
Okay, fine.
It's fine. Just so you don't need to restart again. This is very
But you know what that
fair
means,
for you.
though. Steve might actually fight the optional rival now, and he'll
Oh,
gain time
no.
on us now.
No, he's cheating.
Yes.
He's
I
cheating.
love to go the 6-minute grind to Brock again. There's nothing I love more than this.
You're cheating.
Hey, you've played Dratini Nuzlocke
Hey,
so
you know,
many
just for
times. I figured
realism,
you'd be used to it.
I made sure to talk to the ball with Squirtle in it too, just in case.
Just to make sure.
For realism, you know, for one-to-one transparency.
to replicate the experience. and
Exactly,
that's
exactly.
The number of bonks and everything. That's also another thing that I was laughing at the race, because it seems I'm the one doing the less bonks. You guys are all the time doing bonks in the race. I don't know how I do it. Like, it's
Because
so
you don't
weird.
use the bike.
But even if you use the bike, like, I mean, there's only one time I think I use the bike that you guys that I don't use the bike that you guys do. Apparently, I don't know.
Bosco literally
here's the
just
thing.
said that was almost on par with the worst Mount Moon I've ever had, as far as encounters too. That means it must have been
Right.
somewhere near like a 15 or 16 encounter Mount Moon.
Oh god. Like, I think the only place I don't use the bike that people do is in Victory Road. I don't use it there. I think I use it in every other place you guys use it. I think.
I'm not starting the run over. I just took the Blackout, but on Misty, I actually picked up Mega Punch because I thought it would like 2-shot the Starmie. But I'm not kidding. I missed 4 Mega Punches in a row and I died.
The Mew experience.
This
Okay.
is the Mew experience.
Bosco said that
Experience.
the encounter for Paris was 16, and I still wasn't even out of the cave yet.
That's so the Mew experience. The Mega Punch missing. It really hurts me. Every time Mega Punch misses, I know the split is going to say plus 1 second after that, and it pains me so
Actually,
much.
here's the thing that sucked. In one of my last runs ever on the stream I had, after Rival 4, I was ahead by 21 seconds, and then by Giovanni, I was only ahead by 5. So in that huge
Oh,
amount of time, I lost 16 seconds, and I think that was solely because of menuing. Nothing else. It was
menuing,
just menuing.
menuing damage ranges for me, stuff like that. It's just painful.
That's sort of why I don't like the dig strat, because you have to be better at menuing with the escape ropes. I even
Mm.
had them in slot 2, and I was still bad.
Wow. So an unintended consequence. Well, I shouldn't say consequence because it was a benefit. Unintended benefit of doing the early rival was that every single trainer in the forest was like a range, and
Oh
they
god,
just
so you're
became
crazy.
not ranges.
You did the rival at level 6 then.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
first turn stand attack too.
we did not do that. We train a little bit.
Well, I was prepared to get the resets. I wasn't gonna start
Yeah, I know,
over
I
again.
I just took the blackout at Misty just because I did not want to do the Brock split again.
No,
So I
yeah,
just took
it's
the blackout.
absolutely understandable, honestly. If we didn't have that bad Brock split, I think I would be okay. But like, no, it's true that Brock split is very annoying. We understand. I'm actually sad this Pokemon never got an evolution. It should get an evolution and be like 720 stats across the board. Just double it everything. It would still be bad, but the gimmick would still be there.
Hey, don't worry. There's another Pokemon that's even worse, Sableye, statistically.
But I mean, Sableye got a Mega, which is broken actually. So there goes that. Same with
We don't
Marowak.
believe in those gimmicks here, do we, Steve?
Yeah,
We don't believe.
Gimmick.
Is Ike just making things up?
Right, Mega. Psh.
Mega evolution. What the hell is that?
Next thing you're gonna tell me they're gonna invent fusions.
Fusion. Well, actually, there's something called Cure and White.
Don't mark my words. Within the next 20 years, one of the Pokemon games will probably have fusions.
But the thing is, we
There are
already have
Pokemon
that.
No,
with
don't get
there
me
are
wrong.
fusion
They're not
Pokemon.
gonna invent like what are they called? Like icons or damn it, the sprite. They're not gonna invent sprites for literally like 20,000
Yeah,
Pokemon.
no.
They're
Oh,
gonna be
you mean
you're
like
only gonna be able to fuse with
Poke
certain
Fusion.
Pokemon.
Yeah, no,
There
not the
are
Pocket
certain
Fusion.
fusions, dude. We've been trying to tell you
Yeah.
that.
What?
But there are fusions already. Yeah.
Yeah. The biggest example are like Kyurem. It confused
The
with
Kyurem.
either Zekrom or
Yeah.
Reshiram to make Black
The
Kyurem and
Kyurem.
White Kyurem.
Yeah, but in
Or
battle.
Necrozma. Necrozma is a fusion.
I'm not talking
No,
about
you
lore.
do
I'm
it
talking
out.
about in battle.
No, like you can actually use the forms.
Yeah, you can use
You
the
can
forms.
actually
You can-
fuse the
Okay,
Pokemon
but
together.
there's a
and
button
then
that,
change its
that
form.
literally like the Z move button or the
Oh,
Gigantamax
like during
button
the
that
fight?
says,
Yeah, that's
during
not a
the
thing.
fight. During
Yeah,
the
that's not a
fight.
thing.
ironically, this actually would not be too overpowered because if you think about it, all right, in the card game, if you battle a V Pokemon, you get 2 prizes. So that's like that would be the same thing as the fusion. If you knock out a fusion Pokemon, it's like knocking out two Pokemon in one go.
During the final era of the Sun and Moon era of cards, they had something called tag team cards. It was literally
yeah,
2
that was-
Pokemon on 1 card, and they were worth 3 prizes.
Wasn't there a famous one that I think it was a Magikarp and a Wailord that it was like super
Yeah,
splash,
the Carp Wailord.
super splash or something like that. It was super strong.
Actually, the next Pokemon set, I think it's going to be called Journey Together. It's going to bring back Mega Evolutions, or that's the
Yeah.
set after that. But they're going to be bringing back Mega Evolutions to the TCG. And I looked at the rules around the Megas. They are not going to work like the original Mega cards from the X and
Mhm.
Y era. Because I know with the X and Y era, if you Mega evolved, your turn would end unless you had a certain tool attached to it called a Spirit Link. But based on the new Mega card, the only one they showed off was Mega Lucario in that trailer. It looks like that at turn ends thing isn't going to be a thing. but defeating a Mega will be worth 3 prizes, which I think is actually fair.
The only
that
Mega
those
I've
look
ever
busted.
used.
Was Lucario.
Yeah.
And
They
just
will
because the
add.
game forced you to.
Yeah, I was very disappointed. I kept on trying to figure out how not to do it.
A2, F5,
Like I clicked all of the other buttons. Like I tried to use an item. I tried to run away. Like you just couldn't do it.
No, you cannot. Like you are, they say that they will eventually add Digimon into the Pokemon games.
But I kid you not, I really do think, and I don't even think it's that unfair, even if you think about it, because if you do a fusion, then that's 2 Pokemon in 1. You knock it out, you knocked out 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
I mean, Steve, have you heard of a ROM hack called Pokemon Infinite Fusions? That's sort of what it
Infinite
does.
fusions.
I've seen a whole
Except-
bunch of monstrosities on DeviantArt using that.
Monstrosities.
You know what's funny though? Actually does have sprites. Like there are people who made a grand total of over like tens of thousands of sprites,
Yeah.
like for every fusion you could think of. And I just
Yeah,
wonder, like, who
seen that
had
one.
the time to do all that?
I mean, there were a lot of those already. I think in Poker Rogue also they let you actually fuse any Pokemon with any other, and they fuse the sprites there too.
I mean, I never
It's-
played Infinite Fusion because I
Mm.
refused to play it because I think fusions just a lot of
No,
those just. I think people only play it to see what abominations they can make. I think that's the
Yeah,
only
I
reason
mean-
people play it because they want to experiment.
It's part of the fun, I think, always to know
can't-
which monstrosity is going to happen if I do this.
This might really blow up my face. I have not healed yet this whole game. I'm doing
You are
best.
not
I'm just going to Route 3 right now. I have not healed yet.
You are not Mewtwo. You need to.
I have not healed yet. I have 4 Vice Grips, 1 Rock Slide, and 12 Side Beams for the entirety of or for Route 3.
It's like you are not Mewtwo.
What?
You need
Hey,
to
wait.
heal.
What is it that Bender would say? And he's boned.
I think I could do it. I'm one-shotting
I'm
everything with
there.
Side Beam. I think I could do it.
and there goes the battle. As they
Oh my
used
god,
to
I'm doing
say
it.
in the
I'm
Pokemon.
absolutely doing it. I can do this.
I dare you to skip the Mount Moon heal and just
That's
get the
not
Mega
no,
Punch.
we're not doing that one. That would be lunacy.
No, skip the heal and just get
Get
Mega
Mega-
Punch.
Get
Easy.
Mega Punch. Get Mega Punch.
You
for the
could
extra
do that,
PP.
Steve. I'm just saying.
For the extra PP, get Mega Punch.
I did it. I made it through the whole game. Since the only heal that I've done is the heal after the rival.
Oh god. Look at Steve.
Oh
thinking
my
Spin
God.
is actually-
That was
thinking Spin
super
is
rare.
actually
I
a
just
good Pokemon.
encountered the first floor Clefairy.
Dang, dude.
the first
Also,
floor
what was
feature.
it with Pokemon having the rare stuff be more common on bottom floors? Like, what made them come up with that? I wonder.
The idea of that the deeper you go, the scarier everything gets.
Yeah.
Just look at the
It's
ocean.
also it's also usually something they did in RPGs back then. Like in the optional areas or more hidden areas, they usually put like better stuff.
I'm telling you guys, I'm having like the opposite Mount Moon. I've had like 5 encounters this whole time. I'm on Rattata Zubat guy.
You know what's funny? Like, I remember John joined us for a backport with Lunala, and the Lunala started with teleport, and then I did a clever little thing where I would get Oak's parcel, then teleport back to Pallet, and then as soon as I told Steve and John what I did, they both immediately started over to try and
Did-
copy that strat, and then
to
both
do
of them got so many encounters in Route 1, I ended up beating them anyway. And
It's
Steve
stupid.
knows I'm never letting him live that down.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
If it makes you feel any better though, even though I cut all of those encounters in Mount Moon, still need to go get Sandshrew. So it didn't matter.
So you went back to the same spot you were before.
Hey, the difference is now I'm at least knocking out level 12 Spearows while trying to get Sandshrew.
We're trying to get the good stuff.
You know what's funny, Steve? I had to go into that grass for a Spearow, which is something I've never done.
I've done that like 3 times. It's
Because you forgot the flyer?
yeah, sometimes you just brain fart. It happens.
Well, it's the first time I've ever done that.
You know, I did it first last week. I forgot Charmander for the first time.
No,
Forgot Charm. What?
you're worse than the anime trainer.
Get it? Because I don't play yellow. I forgot Charmander. said it right.
Oh god. The J1 miss.
All right, I am fighting the Dratini killer.
The Dratini killer. Which one is that?
Rival 3.
Ask Steve.
I'm
No, that's not the
Oh, that
Dratini killer.
I'm looking at your screen. You're fighting the Dragonair killer.
Oh, it's Dragonair killer. My bad.
Why
I-
happened the exact same thing?
Like,
if
they
you're
all
one,
do
oh, let Steve
It's
explain.
truly a sad story. I was doing I was doing the Dragon Nuzlocke, which is apparently just a solo run of Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite. And because of the level cap thing, it's really, really hard to do.
Yeah.
So getting
it's
past
terrible.
Rival 3 is really, really hard. Like, I kid you not, like I couldn't get past Rival 3 in like 26 attempts or whatever. Anyways, I finally got past him in one attempt. And I made it all the way, like pretty far actually. And I was just training, training because I finally did it for the point where I can finally train and breathe a little bit. Anyways, I was training in the Silphco, and while I was training, this one Pokemon, you may have heard of it. It's called Electrode. It decided to outspeed, self-destruct, crit me, and my run ended.
Oh god.
And he
You're
never
not
played
so
Dratini
good.
again ever
Yes,
since.
it murdered my entire Nuzlocke. I didn't do any Nuzlocks
No.
after that.
My hopes
Did-
and dreams.
Did it
were-
also murder your will to live after that?
For a little bit.
My hopes and dreams destroyed forever.
It's like the feeling when during the Mew run, you're ahead of your PB by 30 seconds just to die to Flareon Quick Attack.
But this was 30
Uh,
attempts, and you got to remember every single attempt started with a
Yeah.
30 or 26 minute Brock. Every
With a
attempt,
freaking terrible run,
26 minutes.
At least you had people to talk to a bunch of the time.
What? No, I think John abandoned me because his run took too long.
Yeah. He abandoned me.
I mean, how fun is it to watch somebody do a run that's 26 minutes to beat Brock because you have to train to 14 and 3/4.
Extra painful.
14 and 3/4. This ain't Hogwarts.
Well, yes, it has to be 14 and 3/4 because you do not outspeed the Onyx until you get to 15, and unfortunately you're not allowed to get to 15 because of the level cap. So it's 14 and 3/4.
Yeah. You're supposed to do it like that. But I mean, you can level up in the middle of the battle. But not
Yes,
before.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's why
So
he said 14 3/4.
That's the thing.
On the
yeah.
bright side, though, can you imagine doing the run where if I started the battle at 14 and I just speed tie Brock? Imagine doing 26 minutes to not have a consistent Brock. At least Brock became like, I think it was just like use a bunch of Leers and then wrap.
Okay. That was unfortunate.
How early do you guys teach Thunderbolt? Immediately?
Yes.
And do you get rid of Rock Slide?
Yes.
What about
Thunderbolt's
you,
just a better Rock Slide.
God damn it. Why am I getting all the battle lag now?
As of lately in Red and Blue, I've actually been skipping P-ups of any kind unless I'm like soloing Pokemon with like Psychic or Fire Blast.
Yeah,
Just because I've noticed with how often you heal in most
Yeah.
playthroughs, getting PP-ups is kind of a waste of time.
Like,
I
unless
think it
you're
only
using a
helps
five.
if like I think it would help like if in the league you have to spam like Fire Blast or Flamethrower a lot and you absolutely need the extra power points. Like it's impossible without it, then I would
Yeah.
do it. There have been times I would actually I would PP up Mimic just to get more of a certain move at the league. I've done that before.
I pretty much just asked myself the question, do you pick up Psychic or do you pick up Blizzard? And if the answer is yes, then grab the PP ups. Because there's
This
like
thing
no
is
run where I don't PP up Psychic or
even-
Blizzard.
In general.
this thing it feels like an exception because we get Psychic, but it's not your main used move.
Well,
My main use
apparently
move is
I didn't
Body
even pick
Slam.
up Psychic, so it's doable without it.
We didn't pick up Psychic either.
I got hit with Smog, guys. I'm dead.
Dead. Dead by smoke.
Oh, that was an accident. That was good thing I don't learn it. I accidentally clicked
Easy punch.
Spinda to learn cut.
Oh god.
This ain't
It has,
Blossom. You don't need to teach cut.
it has no claws. This what I mean, doesn't it get no cross claw or something? No, I'm mixing up. It doesn't definitely.
I've I've been poisoned the entire time I'm in the Safari Zone, and I still haven't died yet.
I
I'm
still
out of
haven't
room for surf. You know what the problem is with picking up vitamins in the Safari Zone? I often run out of room for surf. Kind of a problem.
Interesting.
Safari Zone.
Wait, why did I?
Hate that place.
Hey, Ike,
Whoops.
I pulled a Mew. I picked up Swords Dance and Sylph.
Uh,
Oh, I did that on a run recently too.
no, this should be fine.
My menuing has not been the best. I also tried to get the Warden candy without Erica's badge.
Classic.
That happens to be half of my runs.
What I actually tried was to surf without having teach surf yet.
It's crazy to think I've done like 1,000 of these runs and I still make those stupid boneheaded decisions like that.
Hey, you can't teach an old dog what they're doing wrong. They'll do the same thing.
The old dog.
I'm fighting Psych.
Yay.
Psych.
Unlike
boy.
Steve,
That's the part
unlike
where you're supposed to
Steve,
yell psych.
who hates
I don't know
it.
why this guy's called Psych.
I mean, first because it's like a joke name itself. Like Psych is already a joke thingy. Because basically it's because I pick up Blizzard. I don't need Blizzard.
Yeah.
Because I'm named Ike, basically.
You know, it could be worse. You could pick up Blizzard and
The
then try to
seeking,
teach it like I did.
the seeking Ike trainer. Which I love in spots, ROM hack. It's actually a fire trainer. I love that.
Fire types are awesome.
He's using a
My
full
favorite
fire type.
Pokemon's a fire. My favorite Pokemon's a fire type.
John
Like
Calbro
Kieran.
keeps playing Gen 7 with fire types, and it's really screwing him over because they have a lot of them have a lot of the problematic Pokemon are all rock types, and they all have sturdy. So fire types are not great in Generation 7.
Fire types aren't great in Gen 5 or 6 either for the same reason, all because of Sturdy and Rock moves.
Sturdy.
Honestly, Sturdy is actually the death of fire types. I'm not kidding.
It's very annoying because most of them are rock types, but there are sturdy steel types that rock types can get fine. That fire types can get fine, sorry. But I mean, Alola was not very kind to fire types. Alpha Marowak is pretty cool, but it's
Dude,
not that good.
Whatever developer at Game Freak loved Marowak in Gen 1 probably still works for the company because the Alolan Marowak gets more coverage than even the regular one does.
Yeah.
Like, I think they also gave it grass moves too, or something.
I think it gets Trailblaze now, but I'm not so sure of that. But it might get Trailblaze, which is a grass move that raises your speed after using it. So it's possible.
You know what's interesting? Spinda looks like it should be a psychic type.
Because the eyes.
The eyes, that's
He's
exactly what I was thinking.
And the fact it gets Psybeam and Psychic. Like, why
He's-
wouldn't this thing be a psychic type?
He's just dizzy all the time. He doesn't have any mind. He's just dizzy. I think
You know,
it's
it's
fine.
funny because of
I
its
felt fine.
ability. Wait, what was Spinda's ability again?
On tempo, he cannot get confused.
Own tempo. Yeah, he cannot get confused, so he could use moves like Thrash all he wanted. You know what's interesting? I only learned this when playing through Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Starting Gen 8, having own tempo prevents Intimidate from working.
Yeah, they changed that.
I got a Gen 1
Which
miss
is a
on that
really nice
Ghastly,
change.
which was very, very scary.
Mm.
What move were you using?
Psybeam, which
Dig.
2 shots.
Dude, why would you not get early Psychic or use Dig?
Okay.
Because I'm Crazy.
Are you asking for pain on the gassy trainers?
Are you
Yes.
asking
You
for
asking
pain?
for it?
I
Do
don't
you
like
wanna be
picking up early psychic unless if I don't have to.
like, do you
Well,
want the
you
pain?
honestly, you don't really need early psychic if you have dig. Did you not teach dig, or you didn't think of using it?
So funny story about that. I taught it to Sandshrew because of muscle memory.
Oh, so wait, if you didn't have dig, then well, I guess you're just asking for trouble on the gassy trainer. Got it. You're just asking for it.
Muscle memory kind of shot me in the foot there.
I am doing really good this second playthrough. I have 0 resets.
I also have 0 resets.
I did got resets, but because unlucky. We call those your accuracy was lower. Basically, kind of unlucky.
Rival 6 really tried his best. His Alakazam crit me with Psychic and lowered my special, but I just respond by critting his Charizard.
Migraine.
Hey, he was trying. Give him respect.
You say rival 6? Damn, you guys really are far ahead.
I don't even know
you-
where Ike is.
You restarted.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, wow, that's pretty far ahead. You can make a lot of time very quickly in this game.
No more mistakes, I guess.
I mean, I was playing Magnemite the other day, and I was 1 hour and 15 minutes into the run, and finally finished battling the cycling road trainers. My over/under was 145, and I'm like, well, that's impossible. And then I finished at 145.03. So I beat the rest of the game from cycling road in 30 minutes with Magnemite. Turns out Magnemite had 95 special. Can you believe that?
yeah, it gets good.
You know what's
special,
interesting
yeah.
that always throws me off? Magneton in Gen 1 has more special than defense, but I think nowadays the opposite is true.
Yeah, the special defense got lower, but the special attack is very high.
Yeah, so like in Gen 2 onwards, like it's so weird. Like in Gen 1, like I keep seeing Scott like use like body slam on Magneton. Just feels weird.
It's weird.
What's the highest level Pokemon in the Safari Zone?
In Red and Blue, I do not remember.
Isn't it like 33 or something? I think.
Okay, we're good. My spin is 38. Making sure,
Yeah,
because
should
my
be- yeah.
I'm
In yellow
poisoned, so my
version, the highest
Pokemon's gonna,
level is 36.
I'm poisoned, so my Pokemon's gonna die. So that's why I was asking.
No, yeah, you're fine.
I'm letting you know this now. If your first Pokemon is fainted, the repel will use the second Pokemon's level.
Lie,
I found this
lie,
out the
complete
hard
not
way.
a
No,
lie. That's not true
that's
even
a
a little
lie.
bit.
What?
That's a lie.
What?
It's a
I
lie.
could have
Yeah, it
swore.
does- No,
I could have
it
swore
doesn't.
No,
me once.
no, you're thinking of a different game. It's not Red and Blue. It's always first party, no matter what.
Yeah, even if it's fainted, it's still first party memory.
Okay. All right. I think I know what I did wrong. I was thinking of that my Hitmonlee run where that same thing happened, but I think my repel just ran out and I never noticed. But
happens.
conveniently, the Hitmonlee was dead.
That happens a lot.
That could be.
Also, just let you guys know, Lorelei is still scary.
Still scary.
Interesting.
What, that meme from Drake and Josh? Interesting.
Why do I not remember that one? I loved that show. I watched it.
Oh,
Very.
lovely Gen 1 miss.
I plan to actually rewatch the Drake and Josh series because I think as a kid I maybe have only seen half the episodes, but for some reason Paramount Plus has a bunch of episodes missing. It's really annoying. Like I'm considering other methods.
I don't know.
Like for some reason on Paramount, the first 2 episodes are not on there. The first episode's the 3rd episode. Like what was in the first 2 episodes to make them take
I don't
them
know,
down?
but I'm telling you, I'm rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh right now, and it's hilarious watching all of these henchmen not have guns, and they're basically just pointing at people with
The
empty
finger.
hands.
The finger guns, yeah.
Because
That's funny.
I remember watching them have guns when I was a kid.
The 4 kids thing, yeah.
Yeah,
The
this is
4
why I
kids.
really hate it when like streaming services or the companies like try and like edit old shows. Plus it just messes with your brain. Like I swear it had that thing.
Oh no,
just
it's not
brings
a
up
swear.
an
I know for a
argument.
fact. I watched it live. They had guns.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but it'll make some people question themselves.
Oh, Pokemon also has episodes with guns. They just don't have
The
guns.
only, the only episode with guns that they changed. Yeah.
You know what's interesting? They banned that Safarzan episode because the huge abundance of guns, but there were other episodes with guns, but the point is they weren't shot. I guess that was the difference. I just
Yeah,
hit
they're
myself 4 times on Lance.
I got one reset on Koga.
for
He used
comedic effect.
X attack self-destruct.
Oh, I actually, yeah, should change
You know what's
that.
sad? I'm actually a higher level for Lance, and I think Ice Beam is still a range on a lot of his Pokemon.
I actually forgot to teach Ice Beam,
Don't you hate
Sorry.
it?
Yep, the
Restarted.
Dragonite's a range.
so I restarted.
Yeah, because I got a reset on Lance because his Dragonite was not a one-shot with Ice Beam, but the next time it was.
So how much training did you guys skip this run?
I did more
Training.
training in Sylph. I did
Mm,
more training. I'm a higher level.
Yeah, I'm a lot lower a level this run. I feel like I'm overconfident because of how much luck I've had.
Darn. The rival got the 12.5% full restore.
That no bueno.
Dude! Gyarados lived Thunderbolt. I hate this thing's low special. I even bought a calcium. I probably should have picked up more calcium.
You bought calcium. Interesting.
Just one. It was all I had the money for.
4104.
Oh, come on, dude. I'm so mad. If I didn't have that horrendous bad luck on Lance, I would have beaten you.
At 69 level.
Look,
I did
dude,
probably. I trained more than you.
I trained more compared to the first one. I'm level 67.
Hey, that's what I finished
I'm
my
t-
first run at.
I was 69 at the end of this level. I got the extra level for Lance because I
Dude,
knew
I
Ice Beam was
fought
out of range.
I fought the biker boss on Cycling Road. I fought Psych, and I fought like a third of the trainers in Sylph. Like, who else did you fight?
I also fought the 2 trainers in Victory Road, the Grass Lady and the Water Lady,
That
the Water
that
guy.
explains it. I think that was the difference.
Yeah, and I
And
was
I'm a
like level 60 something, but I got bad luck in Loreley. I got Gen 1 miss to the lab press.
come on, dude.
And then in Lance, I
I
forgot
missed,
to teach Ice Beam.
dude. I missed the under because of my bad luck. I'm at the champion. I just missed the under.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, you still got way over your first run.
Honestly,
think-
if this keeps up, I'm gonna get a worse time.
I
Actually,
think
wait,
it's
no, I still have
like-
2 minutes. Never mind. For some reason, I thought my last run was a 42-44, but no, it was a 44.
I think my last one was a 42 something, so it was like 1 minute.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I got resets. I got a lot of resets on Koga though because
still
smoke
have-
screen.
I still have water or bubble beam. I should probably just go ahead and teach ice beam
The
now.
smoke screen was like, I'm gonna make you miss. I'm gonna use the smoke screen, which I
Okay.
hate because in the first time I used
Dude.
dig and he used X attack instead of.
I am mad. I'm so mad. I'm all of a sudden now getting more resets on the champion, even though I'm a higher level than last time.
You have a different
I
moveset?
got, I got 3
No, my
calciums.
moveset's actually the same.
I got 3 calciums by the way for Spinda in the department.
I think those 2 Victory
Interesting.
Road trainers may have made the difference just
I'm
because
curious. I'm curious if
I
that made a
also
difference because I got
thought
Carbos
that-
and I think it's gonna help outspeed, but I don't know if it will help outspeed things.
No, I
not
didn't, I
even
didn't
it
get,
will not even
I didn't
close.
get Carbos.
The
just the
Alakazam
level.
on the champions team outspeeds me by like 16 points.
Yeah. Alakazam, I think you can do anything about it, but I think I did outspeed Charizard in this attempt.
Dude,
But the Alakazam is gonna outspeed you. You just need to have good luck there.
I'm having horrendous luck. There is actually a chance I won't beat my first run, all because of the champion.
Hey, I've been there many times. It's finally good to see somebody else have that kind of comeuppance.
Struggling on there. Okay, Ruffle.
Ask John. He did that. He paid $10 for me to do a third run, and it
God.
ended up being worse.
Oh god.
The thing is, he was right.
4406.
The moveset that he made me use was right. I was having a lower time all the way up
Yeah.
until Lance, and then Lance is like, no, you must lose.
You will not be able to. So that's like you oh wow, that's terrible. You got stuck like 4 minutes in the final fight. Oof. That's painful.
I only beat my first run by 16
Yeah.
seconds. I could have beaten my first run by 2 minutes if it weren't for that stupid champion.
I'm just a bit sad because in this game we cannot really do blackout training in the league. Like it's not efficient because the easy trainers are the second and the third
Blackout
in a way.
training's never efficient that late in the
Yeah.
game,
In
unless like you
in
need level 80.
in Emerald it is efficient for Steven. Or for
Actually,
Lars.
you know what's
It can
interesting?
be.
I've done a few Hoenn runs. Blackout training in the Emerald League is not as good as you may think.
I
Blackout training in the
think
league is only good if Sydney is free. Like
yeah.
the problem is if you have to two-shot like all of Sydney's Pokemon, it ends up being really dang
I
slow.
mean if
Because
Sydney takes time.
for example with Dustox, okay, in my Dustox video, I was no, it was Beautyfly. I attempted
Yeah,
to
I heard.
blackout train on Sydney. I was like level 55 or something like that. The Sydney was just way too slow, and I would keep dying like halfway through his team. It was his Mightyena only gives 1200 XP. It's quite bad.
Yeah.
So for
Mm.
quite a bit, I actually did training in Victory Road because the Harayamas and Golbats are pretty common.
I haven't done Beautyfly, but I did Dustox, and because you get Silverwind, actually you can kind of fine train with Sydney.
I love it how
It's
the
the
late game training is. You have to pick and choose in all the Pokemon games because they just decided to throw in those
yeah.
absolutely horrifically bad training Pokemon spots. Like this game, I actually think the best training in the entire game is actually in Pokemon Mansion and not in Victory Road.
It
Hmm.
was proven. You and Van Man proved it.
Yeah, for Ditto too.
Yeah,
Like it's very good.
it's because the levels are sort of similar, but when you compare the XP yields of Muck and Weezing to Onyx and Machoke, like
No, no,
obviously the
no.
poison
You
types will
gotta
be
you gotta
better.
compare the
You need
low stuff.
trainers. Oh,
Ponyta is a major improvement over like
yeah.
Machop.
Ponyta gives
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
true.
experience. Yeah. But I guess it's because the idea of the game was to not fight wild Pokemon. That's more like a fail-safe check in case you cannot beat the game. But the idea is to fight the trainers, I guess. Like think about it like in a real RPG, like in a standard RPG. Like the difference between grinding and the difference between I am just doing the fights that are randomly popping up when I walk in through the adventure. Like something like that. Ideally, you don't need to grind if the game is well designed.
I'm
But solo running it's not the intended way
I'm
after all.
noticing from a lot of John Calibro's runs that Gen 7 is not very well designed whatsoever. There are just places where
Mm.
you can't keep up level wise.
Yeah, level
Because
7 the
of the
problem.
because
Yeah.
of the modern XP formula, it makes it very hard to overlevel.
Yeah. The thing is, in Gen 7, they kind of wanted to please Nuzlockers and stuff, especially in Ultra Sun. Like it's one of the hardest game to Nuzlocke actually because of the level cap and the boss fights. Like the totems are scary for a Nuzlocke.
I don't think
Even
Pokemon cares about Nuzlockers. I remember several years ago, there was this huge controversy. Like, I guess for some sort of Pokemon Day celebration,
Hmm.
somebody wanted to like live stream like a Nuzlocke for like a celebration for Pokemon, and Game Freak actually thought that was a ROM hack, and then they said,
Yeah.
"Hell no, you're not doing it." And
Yeah,
then
they're
there
doing
was all
that.
the outrage, and then they're like, "Oh, you meant Nuzlocke? Oh, okay, we get it."
Yeah,
But no,
okay.
they
Okay.
thought it was a ROM hack.
Rephrasing it, like they don't care about Nuzlocke, but they really tried to make like some kind of difficulty for that game for
The
sure
only
because
the
they
only
started giving trainers with full EVs and perfectly IVs and train, which is something they haven't done in previous games. So I
the
think
only
there's something.
The only people I think they actually care about are the main competitive players, because I know the
Hmm.
company makes a lot of money off of those. That's why Scarlet and Violet, they made all those competitive items so much easier to get, because
Yeah,
they wanted more people to join leagues.
yeah, even in Sword and Shield, you actually get the leftovers and everything on the road.
What? I got the
in Sword and Shield.
Firo.
Oh, the Firo in the grass.
Did it
Yeah.
kill you with Drill Peck?
It's
No.
fine. You're not Parasect.
Steve,
You're safe.
oh, Ike, you know what I started doing in my Mew runs? You know how most runs before Rival 6, you would either like use all your candies or use a full restore or like save the
Yeah.
game? What I started doing is when I before Rival 6, before I
Hmm.
like save the game or anything, I will actually use a super repel. It
It's
blocks the
super bad.
encounters in those few patches of grass, and the repel lasts all the way till the gate at Victory Road.
to the first rock. Yeah, because I used to do healing after Giovanni. Like I used to open the menu and use the full restore and everything. And then it was like, wait, I can do the exact same thing before this
Yeah,
grass and
yeah.
use the super repel here.
Yeah, plus what Steve and
It's
I
so very
realized that
notice.
we
Yeah.
always buy one extra super repel, so we buy 8 instead of 7. That is what the extra
Mm.
super repel can be used for. You just use it in the same menu before Rival 6, so there's no risk of the level
My
2 Rattata, plus that those 2 tiles of
mm,
grass, there is no chance of that either.
Or you could just do what I did
yeah,
today
not
and
getting
forget to do
anything.
that.
I
No
think I'm
thank
still the only weird guy here doing that because I don't buy super repels in Celadon. Never. I instead
why?
buy 6 repels and then I buy super
Oh,
repels in lavender.
yeah,
I
the
think I'm
most
still the only
efficient.
person who does that.
I think that's just due to the old saying, "You can't teach an old dog new tricks." I mean, still cuts the tree on the right side in fuchsia instead of the left, just because you can't teach an
Hmm.
old
I'm
dog new
working
tricks.
on it.
But
I remember 1 out of 2 runs every day.
Thing
yeah,
is,
it took
I
me a
think I
while to
used
start using the trees instead of just biking the way
I
around.
I think I used to that because I'm used to actually having to buy vitamins. So I don't need to be afraid of the money from the vitamins cutting my super repels. If I buy the super repels later, I will have money because lavender gives me money. I think that's why I started doing it
Well,
that way.
here's the thing.
What time did you guys
The
get?
most efficient. Uh, I got a
41,
4406.
Okay.
4104.
I got
4104.
extremely
If
unlucky
I
at
get
Lance of the
0
Champion.
resets, I might be able to get 4104.
I
Uh,
got 4 resets.
I get 0 from
at
here
level
on out.
63, Lance is going to give you several resets.
He's gonna try Lance at 63. He
Well,
I
has
I'm
the
think
not
he'll
going to
be
be
like
ability.
63 by the
65.
time I get to Lance. Crap.
Ah, okay.
He'll
I don't know.
probably be like 65, almost
I don't
66 by the time he gets there. But
I
I
don't
was
know where you are.
level 65 for Lance, and
Hmm.
Ice Beam is only a range on all of his dragons, even the Dragonite. It's a range.
I don't know where you
I
are,
do have
Steve.
1
I'm
rare
not
candy,
watching.
just saying.
I have 1 candy, guys.
Oh, so
I'm fine, guys.
like
I have a candy.
the best way to use repels is you buy 5 of them in Vermilion or Cerulean, and you buy
Hmm.
8 super repels in the department store. The reason you buy 5
I
repels
hope.
is because you'll
Hmm.
use 3 of them in Rock Tunnel, and then the 4th one is right in front of the Snorlax, because when the
Yeah,
repel runs out, you're literally 2 tiles above the
that,
PP up, so it's
that
very
that
easy to find it. And the 5th
that's why I have
repel
5.
is for the Safari Zone, because here's the thing, whether you use even if you use super repels, you're still going to have to use 2 anyway. So what
Yeah,
you do is you use the last 5th ether, and then when you spam A, your cursor goes back to the top, which hits your bike. And then when you get to the full restore, your repel runs out, so you can then use a super repel, and then it'll last. And then the 8 super repels is just enough for everything else.
I take that
thing
back.
is,
I'm not gonna be able to beat that time even with 0 resets.
he's getting trouble now. Where is
No,
he?
no, I just underestimated how fast I can complete the league.
Ah, okay. Like the thing is, I buy 6 repels in Search Town. I use 3 in the Dark Tunnel. Then I use 2 in Lavender Tower. Then I use the one before the Snorlax just to
Okay.
get the
Wait,
rare candy.
41 what?
All right. Wait.
41 what?
41-1. So you won in the end.
4101?
Oh, 4101. Yeah, there's no way.
Ike, Steve told me this a long time ago. 1 super repel after the rival is enough for the entire tower. You do not need to use 2 repels.
Hmm.
That's what I ended up learning. So since then, I lowered it to 5. And I
Oh,
increased
I
the super
guess,
repel by 1.
I guess I can change that. I just
You
don't
need to just
like
you
probably
need to
having
just stop
to.
buying repels in lavender. That mart is pretty out of the way.
No, it's right next to the Fuji house. It's not really that away.
Well, here's the thing
Eh,
though, like in the department store, you have to cross the 2nd floor anyway. You only have to walk
Yeah.
left like maybe 5
why does
tiles,
Ice
and then
Beam
you can
do
just continue up the stairs.
so little to Executor? Is it really just that bulky?
Yeah, it
Executor
is
has
that
like
bulky.
120 special or something like that.
Yeah, it is that
Special
bulky.
moves
To
on that thing
understand.
is horrible.
Yeah, it is that bulky. And physical ones. It's a monster in Gen 1 Executor. That's why they nerf it so hard.
I just Gen 1 missed a body slam on Executor.
Yeah. Funnily enough, in Gen 1, Executor has better special defense than defense, but Gen 2 onwards, it has better defense. They really
Yeah,
nuked its special defense in Gen 2.
because he was a monster in Gen 1. They had to nerf him, basically.
So yeah, I just have to remember in like Gen
41,
3, I
43.
have to use special.
43, okay.
Dude,
Oh,
I have a 44. I got
So,
so unlucky at
Body
Lance the
Slam-
Champion, and you're here with 2 resets.
Body Slam was way better on Executor. Ice Beam was a 4-shot. Body Slam was a 3-shot.
Ice Beam was a 3-shot for me. I was almost
By the way,
67.
Speed, I was 2 levels higher.
Was that 2-shot?
Yeah, both of you seem to. I think that I know why. You did Victory Road training. I didn't.
I did 4 trainers in Victory Road.
I think the Victory Road training is the difference. Because you did the Victory Road training, you had no problems on Lance.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of
Oh,
problems
right,
on
it
Lance
was
'cause he
not-
kept living Ice Beam.
It was not a
I was
range
in
on
high level.
Lance.
Yeah, it's Victory Road training. I did a lot of training, but I guess it just wasn't enough.
I was at a higher level.
Not as much as I thought. Hey, I did a good job. Like, I wasn't skipping training. I was trying to do all the good trainers, but it still ended up not being
Guys.
enough.
I beat Rayquaza.
Dude, shame on you, dude. You need to redo
Rayquaza
Rayquaza.
was
You're
our
Rayquaza.
second ever run.
You're like, what that?
Actually,
remake.
Rayquaza still sucks just because you still have to grind for Brock.
It doesn't
'Cause I
get
think it starts with Gust.
Dragon Rage or anything.
Nope.
Didn't
In
it
Gen-
start with?
no,
Dragon
it
Ball?
starts with Rayquaza starts with Twister and Scary Face.
Twister is not Dragon Rage.
We decided on it being Gust because we felt Dragon Rage would have been too overpowered. And besides,
Okay.
Twister works more identically to Gust if you think about it.
I mean, yeah, I guess
Dragon
so.
Rage is meant for like Pokemon that start with Dragon Claw or Dragon
Yeah,
Pulse.
yeah,
It's not meant
I
for
guess.
Twister.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, I was like, but if it starts with, I remember that it started with a dragon move. So like, if it gets Dragon Rage, why
Yeah.
would it be bad? Okay, yeah, no,
All right,
with Dragon
so,
Rage, it was a different story for sure.
I'm looking at my leaderboard. I got 73rd place. I only did better than Stakataka, Latios, Nihilego, Melmetal, Sableye, Petront, and Shuckle. This is the worst ranked normal type I've ever done. I actually thought Spinda was going to do better than this.
Minus
I mean,
59.
60 across the board.
Well,
It
I
was bad
got.
to have.
I'm still going to keep saying it was extremely unlucky, but at the same time, the Victory Road training would have made that easier, but I didn't think of adding Victory Road trainers.
Yeah,
I just added more Sylph trainers, and that
Yeah,
still wasn't enough.
I think it was just that little extra level from the damage threshold, just to make sure the lance was not
60,
tricky.
65 to 67 for Lance. You guys were 67, I was 65. That
Yeah.
made the huge difference. Because I think
Mm.
Ice Beam may have been like a 50-50 on him or something.
Yeah, because in
I
my
would know
first
this
run,
if the XP router was working. I actually
my-
found out how to get it to work. You have to like create like a custom ROM inside of it, and you have to like add the Pokemon to a JSON, which I know how to do. It would just take a little bit. So theoretically, if I did it ahead of time, I could have the XP router on for backports, but I would only be interested in doing that, honestly, just for Crystal. Because I think Crystal, it'd be more important to know ranges, especially for Red.
yeah, for right.
All right, I'm going to deafen.
It's fine then.
Is Fraligator
gotta
missing
be-
the A at the end or the O at the
A
end?
at the end because they didn't have enough space. It was supposed to be for alligator. There's
Does
no O
it
at the end.
does it end with GTR or GTAR?
Yeah,
Okay,
there's no
GTR.
O.
Okay.
GTR.
I
There's
hate
no O.
spelling.
There's no alligator. There's no alligator because they did not have enough space for the O. And then they just stuck like that forever because they were not gonna change it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I got second place on one run, so I'm happy. Really close to first though. If I had known Body Slam would have done more damage on Executor, there might have been a chance.
I did use Ice Beam on it, so
Uh,
it was a 2-shot. But I think the right
Two?
one actually used Tail Whip. I think it used Tail Whip on me. I was also in a higher level than you.
yeah,
I
that would
was at a
help.
higher level.
But you were a higher level than 68?
I was 60. I don't know if I was 69 by the end of the battle or versus Executor, but maybe
Because I
we were the
finished at
same then.
69, but I started at 68.
Okay, so maybe we were at the same level then. I did buy 3 calciums though.
Yeah, I bought 3 carbos, so that clearly made a difference.
That could have made a difference, yeah. I went for the calcium. It's fun. I like using bad Pokemon. They're more fun.
Yes, I agree. I think bad Pokemon are more fun to play with other people. Bad Pokemon, though, by yourself is just the worst.
Good Pokemon, no. Bad Pokemon, yes. Okay, I will be leaving the call for a short time, and I will come back to say the next Pokemon.
Great. I just want you to know, Speed. I hit the under both times.
Shut up, dude. I would have hit the under in my run.
I'm
in my
so
second
happy.
run. I would have hit the under in my second run. I have 9 resets. I was so unlucky.
I love when I put the over under at the exact amount on Magnemite. I put the over under at 145 and I finished at 145.03, and it's like nobody knows how good they're gonna do on Magnemite. All right, anyways, thank you guys for joining in on today's run. I appreciate it very much. I will see you guys on Monday, where Speed and I are going to be doing a Pokemon Stadium rental randomizer. The only part
not me.
The opponents are not going to be randomized. My Pokemon are being randomized. So it's not like I'm going to be picking the team. So I'm just telling you right now from watching other people play, Pikachu is literally a god of killing all 3 legendary birds. You want Pikachu on your team when you want to kill the legendary birds. It's not even a joke. That is something to look forward to. Have a nice night.